Hello, everyone. I hope y'all can hear me loud and clear. Uh, this is Kev, and this is Black Men Being Brutally Honest. And, some people have a problem with that. So let's cause some problems tonight because I really feel like it. And I'm trying to wait till the smoke show to cause most of those problems. So there's about nine of you in here. Please press that like button on the way in. Press dislike if you want. I mean, shit, I celebrate those. And you have to understand when you press dislike, you do a lot for me. That is just how it is at the end of the day. What's going on with StreamYard? It's like it's doing some malfunctioning and stuff. Oh, there we go. All right. So anyway, let's see who's in the chat. All right. We got Phil Brad. We got yeah, my Jamie Foxx impersonation. All right, all right, all right. I think that was Kevin Hart. But I mean if you say Jamie Foxx, then Jamie Foxx it is. Gotta drink a little coffee here. I was getting a little sluggish before I came up here. No, I was a little few minutes late, so I hope you can forgive me for that. Andre 420, what's good? Yep. You're the only one between the two of us that's 420 in it right now. Got RPM here. What's good, my brother? We got the Revelator. I believe that's the Ruthless Heartless Revelator. What's going on, man? Hybrid Catastrophic Impact X 83rd Power. What's going on? So I hope you all are doing well. See, that's what we do over here. Uh, we uh we wish each other luck and peace and prosperity. We don't act like bitches. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like every time I enter a chat for some reason. I don't even go to that many chats anymore. I'm getting real tired of stressing and shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta look around to see if it's safe and all this other bull crap and just and I don't know, but I guess I don't know. It's some about these millennial content creators that I don't know, just one in three word sentences trigger them. So tomorrow night, I guess I will have to clarify what I mean, because like I said, I try to keep all the smoke on the smoke show, but there are going to be some nights that I'm not going to be able to help it that much. So anyway, let me give some shout outs. First off, shout out to the replay gang. You guys make all the difference in the world on whether, just whether this show sees an algorithm or not. Hold on one second. Hold on one second, real quick. As you walk in with everybody in the chat, as you walk in, please hit the like button. Hold on one second. All righty. All right. So where was that? Oh, shout out to that replay gang. Uh yeah, you guys, like I said, make all the difference in the world. It's a new month. Uh we're in the month of June right now. Uh yeah, and let me see. Also, shout out to the members. Thank you very much supporting me on a month to month basis. Yeah, and I did manage to get 19 of you to stay with me. I think I was at 20 or 21 at one point. So ever since I opened up memberships, which was almost a year ago, I've managed to at least get most of you to stay, and I really appreciate that. So the members are as follows: Greg D. Scott, Aaron P, Bill Brad, Dusty Days, Indigo Flow, The Builder's Table, D Rock Den, American Negro News, Mr. Me Too, Barry Little, Akron Zippy, Black Pearl, Andre 420, Blue Marvel 9, Black Light Revelations 2, Detroit 313, and the Sower of Seed. All right. All right. Thank you. Also, thank you to the moderators for, keeping everything cool down there and, not power stroking whenever and that's the thing, you know, not power stroking when, somebody shows up and doesn't exactly agree with what I said, you know, because I'm gonna address some shit tomorrow night. Tomorrow night smoke show is called Black People in the Echo Chambers. I mean, we are people that too far want everybody to kiss our asses, and I think that shit needs to be called out. And then it's a man problem and it's a woman problem. So all that little stupid shit that y'all say about, oh, all y'all do is talk about black women. Shut the fuck up. She some members of this black manosphere are absolutely right when they say men are so willing to devalue themselves. Dumbasses. Can't stand you motherfuckers now. Yeah, I'm coming up this broadcast with a certain disposition for certain folks, and I'm sorry, man. This is gonna have to be handled. So yeah, that coffee is excellent. All right, so I got a bit of good news. Yeah, got a bit of good news. My weight loss is going swimmingly. It's very swimmingly, better than I thought it would be. I gave myself like 6 months to lose like 40 to 50 pounds. I'm already at 35. So, and I mean, like, it's only like the second month. So, uh, yeah, yeah, I started to incorporate weights a lot into it also. So, I can't imagine how things are gonna look when around the time September comes. So, really appreciate the fact that, at this stage of my life, I can still maintain that type of discipline. Because, some of us don't. Some of us don't have that discipline. Some of us don't have the wherewithal to want to live longer and, do great things. And, so anyway, let's go and get to the subject matter at hand. But everyone who watches this program, thank you, thank you, thank you very much for being very supportive and for sticking by me because yeah, because there are many that have stuck by me, and there are of course unfortunately some that haven't. So I mean, I would say fuck you, but a few of those people I still care about. So I mean, time heals all wounds. Just remember that. Uh, yeah, so let's get to the subject matter. Oh boy. All righty. Yeah. Boy, I tell you, what AI can do is stuff that I can't even do and dream and imagine. So yeah. So I told AI to give me three things. I told him to give me a cool black guy. I told him to give me a black nerd, and I told him to give me a group of black people laughing. And that's how I gave him up with this thumbnail. I mean, shoot, this is by far what they believe a black nerd looks like or a cool black guy looks like. Because that's one thing I've always saw. Let me cut on some music real quick. Let me do some music. So let's see. What will I do? What will I do? All right, so guess I'll do this one. All right. Turn that way down. Yeah. So yeah. So this is the title of the show. This is the subject matter. Dork, geek, nerd, incel. Uh, what makes one cool and hip? Because I don't know. I don't know. Some of these guys around here, I think like being cool and berating other guys, calling them dorks and nerds. That's some attempt at validation, and I think it's quite sad and pathetic. Because I mean, let me tell you something. There's a according to this today's standards in 2024, I don't give two shits about being whatever y'all definition of cool is. Shit, I'd rather be the goddamn nerd. Like y'all some bitch ass niggas, I swear. Oh, you wouldn't say that if I wasn't on the internet, nigga. I could probably bench press your fucking weight. So, like seriously, man, it's like I've heard all kinds of things said about black men in particular don't actually fit the mold of what motherfuckers call cool. You know what I'm saying? Nerd, like incel. Like what the fuck is a goddamn incel in the black community? Do you know how easy it is to get pussy in this motherfucker? Oh, wait a minute, I shouldn't be talking like that. I'm married. Get the fuck out of here. Say whatever the fuck I want to say. Yeah. Things are about to get a lot more brutal on this channel, and it's gonna be a gradual process. Cause I'm tired of you niggas. I really am. And it's like Let me look at some of these comments before I get started. Really, really, really get started. So, okay. So look, it's Gabe A. What's good, man? How's it going? That Gabe A. Gabe does a great job bringing the smoke. Yeah, I mean he does. I mean he does that just about as good as his own profession, you know. So I mean, shoot, he's a yeah. I'm gonna talk about this shit tomorrow night too because I have because somebody some guy in what was it Rogers chat the other day was like, why do you let Gabe on your panel? So this is what the fuck I'm talking about with echo chambers. Like we get so mad at everyone else. That's tomorrow night's subject. That's tomorrow night. That's tomorrow night. So let me chill on that. Shoot. Oh, let me see. Uh, swimmingly. Never heard of the word in usage. Cool. Yeah, because you know when you are somewhat semi-intelligent, you have more words in your vocabulary that people don't use very often, and consider you a nerd or a geek or a dork or something like that. I mean, shit. I wish black folks would like penalize other black people for being like criminals and thugs rather than just simply somebody who had their nose in the books and play video games. Like we have very loose definitions of what a fucking nerd is or a dork. Going around in space, not only spaces like these, but our community as well. And yeah, really, the two black guy archetypes you see on the screen, I don't think either one of them should be excluded from whatever the dream is for a safer and productive black community. I think both are needed. I think there has to be a balance of such, but I think that the difference between both of these archetypes, and this is just my opinion, and you can take it with a grain of salt. One archetype is more driven to be excellent despite the criticism he gets from his own people, and one is just wants approval and validation at every turn. And you would think that the guy with the sunglasses on, which that's AI's idea of a cool black man. For some reason, nerd means wearing glasses and cool means wearing sunglasses. It's been like that since the goddamn 80s. You know, it's been like that since the 80s. Art New Stall, what's going on, man? Andre 420 says, all right, yeah, he's acknowledging you guys. Shoot. Deontay Wilder out here getting knocked out again. Yep. Yep. Shit. I didn't even know that fight went down till I looked on Facebook, and I got RPM as a Facebook friend. Like he was the one that said there was a fight, and damn. I mean, Deontay Wilder's from Alabama, but I mean, goddamn, man. It just like as much as I want that brother to win and do good, man. No, it's over with for him. I mean, whatever winning streak he had, that's it. That was his glory day. And then, like all these fighters that he's fighting right now, making it look like he ain't fought nobody. So yeah. So Gabe, our dude still trying to be cool and hip. I thought they ended in middle and high school. LOL. Obviously not. Obviously not. Obviously not. Shoot. Said the haters be shopping at Censor. Raven Knight was good. What's going on? He said, "Uh-oh, it's some dudes in the chat tonight who said the same thing." LOL. Yeah, this Revelator says, "Unfortunately, it's always been like that, Kev. Social currency." Yeah. Yeah. 2 minutes behind. I heard swimmingly before in the game. Yeah, Fury and Wilder destroyed each other. They've been bombs since they fought one another. Yeah, because Fury, he almost lost to Francis Ngannou. Then he turned around and lost to Usyk, and then Wilder. I mean, Wilder just been garbage ever since. We got Flawless Pal Driver. Well, gay baby may cost you your core audience. Okay, I want you to come tomorrow night and say the same thing. I got a message for everyone. See, the thing is this. I've never had a problem being multiple people's enemies based on any decision I've made. And the decisions that I make, like, don't harm anyone. They don't harm anyone. I've been one of the cooler guys, maybe except for a couple instances in this space. And I don't know, people just keep throwing it back in my face. So, I mean, if that shit keeps going, if that shit keeps going, I mean, and if I lose my core audience, they weren't my fucking audience anyway. You know, you're going to be down through the good times, the bad times, all that stuff. I'm going to say things that some of you may not necessarily agree with. I'm going to do some things that people may not necessarily agree with either. But as long as it's not infringing on the rights of another human being and it's not doing harm, so the fuck what? So the fuck what? Hell, shit, you think this is a god? Okay. Hear those words again. Echo chamber. I gotta save it for tomorrow night. Cause it's like, bruh, it's I'm trying not to bring so much of my real life into this. I'm trying to make sure that it appears that everything is okay. But some of you motherfuckers, y'all gonna push me to execute the plan early, and I'm not gonna do that. So anyway, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. And he said you were offered an alternative with the tech stuff, and you shut that guy down with the comps here and automatically took Gabe. No, I didn't. No, the fuck I didn't. Where did I do that? Gabe, look, man, why do y'all keep saying Gabe A is my co-host, man? Like, damn. It's like, when Andre 420 used to come up there all the time, were y'all calling him my co-host? Oh man, he's just a guy on the panel. I don't own that guy. I mean, shoot. And how do you know how do you know what I was offered? Okay. How do you know, man? I mean, I don't have no problem with nobody being here, man. I'm one of the least problematic guys in the space, and it's just like, damn, it just keeps getting thrown in my face, man. I'm trying, man. I'm really trying not to snap, man. I'm trying not to be the guy that I used to be years and years ago. I mean, shit, I was motherfucking insufferable. I've calmed down. I have calmed down. I have calmed down, seriously. So, I mean, y'all can hate who y'all want to hate. Y'all can dislike who y'all want to like. Y'all can, I don't know, man. You can hang out who you want to hang out with. Kev ain't never told nobody who to hang out with. Kev ain't never told nobody that they had to be over here or they had to be this or they had to be that. And I'm sticking to the subject matter tomorrow night. You guys have gotten me off subject. But the whole nerd and the cool thing, I mean, for real. I mean, why are the two archetypes on the screen not working together? Why is the one that's the cool type always trying to shun the one that's the nerd type? Both of them can gain from each other. Both of them really can. Both of them can learn from each other if one give the other one chance. Because see, the nerd archetype never tried to be exclusionary to the cool guy archetype. In fact, the nerd type would probably give the cool guy the type the chance and, you know, shake his hand and try to be his friend. And, you know, the cool guy would probably try to just, you know, fuck his crush or some shit like that. I got a crush on a girl. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck her because I'm so cool. You know how that goes sometimes, bros. Shit. Because it seemed like to me is like everything that the nerd guy does is predicated upon his personal accomplishments and his ability to, you know, do incredible things with his mind. The cool guy is more so trying to be this guy looking for validation and pussy at every fucking turn. I mean, shit. I'm not saying the cool guy can't be a go-getter or whatever, but I don't know, man. People who call themselves cool, man. I got questions for you motherfuckers. Like, seriously, I got questions. Shoot. Fuck it, Kev Snap. See, man, he trying to get me to be evil. Like the devil on my shoulder versus the angel on my shoulder. That Gabe A is trying to be the devil. Nah, I'm just playing. Yeah, man. Let me see. Let's see. Sun is hot, Rob. What's good? So I'm gonna say this once, and I'm gonna say it again, and I'm probably gonna say it again tomorrow night. If you were down with me and you're upset because I'm letting certain people on the panel, you were not down with me in the first place. You were not down with me in the first place. And for a couple of you out there, I consider you traitors. You know, that's I mean, for real. I don't appreciate that. So let's see. Andre 420, member for 7 months, so he has the K by his name. He said, Kev, did you see Sexyy Red on NXT? Yeah, I saw Sexyy Red on NXT. I mean, you know, I didn't mind it so much because rappers have been on WWE television before. One in particular, Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg fucks with him all the time. So Sexyy Red is popular, and I also am under the belief that Sexyy Red is an industry plant. So WWE is part of the industry. I mean, shit. That when after that shit hit about Meek Mills, Meek Mills and Diddy. He for coincidentally, he was invited to WrestleMania, I think, to perform. Well, he did one of the theme songs for WrestleMania. So, like WWE, like I've been watching wrestling ever since I was like 3 years old. So it's always been a part of my life, and also I've actually been to 6 WrestleManias, like, which is one of the coolest experiences that you could ever have. I mean, you can say wrestling's fake or not. I took those trips with me and my group of friends. One of them is deceased right now, which is very sad for me when I reminisce on those trips. But yeah, like Sexyy Red, she gonna be the host of their next live event. So I mean, the quicker they get it over with, the better. But I don't have any real reservations about that. She got in the ring twerking, which means that PG era crap is over. Haha. So all right. So yeah, she is an industry plant. I mean, how did they get so popular so fast? Just like Glorilla at the White House. That will be, part of the hoes are winning argument right there. Hoes are winning. We praise the hoes. We love the hoes. Hoes is winning. Yeah. Hoes are my superior. Them niggas. Is all I seen her do is twerk. Well, she's not a professional wrestler. Son is hot rod. You goddamn right. Read that shit on the screen right there. Is your platform have on whoever you want? Yeah. Said my WWE Universe family went in about Sexyy Red, and she will never come back to this promotion after this. Yeah. Sexyy Red is human plant. She's an industry read plant. Hey, y'all better be careful, man. Stop talking about everybody's beloved hoes. Shit. Okay, he said last point. Tell Gabe he left his leather chaps. Okay, I do put the super chats on the screen, so I think they have no choice but to read it. But Paulus Power Driver, you are the first 2 super chats for the month of June. I really appreciate that. And the new laptop gold banner, I will go ahead and add that number to that. I really just want to get to 1,000 on that. Yeah, so let me see. Let me go ahead and edit it in real time. So yeah, because let me tell you something, man. Look, I've been a total soldier for this space. I've been a total soldier for the Black Manosphere. I have, and I don't want to start believing that it's just like that I'm not appreciated for it. I kind of stated that Wednesday night that I didn't feel that very appreciated for that shit, but I'm gonna go more in debt tomorrow night. Said we won't be remembering these chicks 30 years from now, not even 20. Yeah, we still remember the Supremes. We still remember the Temptations, the Four Tops, Minnie Riperton, Aretha Franklin, Tammy Terrell. I mean, we remember all of them. and they were soulful. They were soulful women. They were women that, yeah, I don't know. Aretha was kind of freaky, you know. Aretha had them boobs out in front of Don Cornelius, but shoot, yeah. See, all y'all do is whine about black women. Yeah, now I'm sitting up here talking about nerd archetypes. Somebody gonna tell me, man, what you talking about hoes for? And you married? I say these niggas want to be married more than I do. It's like, what the fuck? Oh man, look, man. Shoot, you should be over there talking about your marriage, man. Fuck, I want to do that for. Like shit. Basically, black women are allowing hoes to be their representation. Well, that is their fucking problem. Wow, what is the world young? What the world that young people can say is whatever in their mind while they've forgotten about how they came to this world sometimes. Okay. Not probably not even 15 years from now. I mean, there are so many entertainers that have gotten lost in the shuffle. You know, you're right. Don't even know who they are. I didn't say that. I didn't say Sexyy Red and Glorilla were soulful. I was saying the other ones. Tammy Terrell, Minnie Riperton, the Supremes, what is it? Martha and the Vandellas, like all of them. You know what I'm saying? Even Donna Summer. Donna Summer was like Donna Summer. I mean, if you listen to older Donna Summer, she sexualized herself. And then you come to the 80s, you got Anita Baker and you know Stephanie Mills and Regina Bell and Patti LaBelle and no, then you had Chaka Khan. Like, well, Chaka Khan was a big druggie, but you know, still she's still alive today and as beautiful as ever. So uh said these artists today have no redeeming qualities and their music will be here today, gone tomorrow. We will always remember artists like Anita Baker. Oh yeah. Yeah. Sade is super memorable too. Oh man. I remember when Video Soul and Video Vibrations used to play back in the day. They always used to play Sade videos. Like Sade is extremely beautiful. Said not the way the Supremes and Aretha work. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. You got it. These female rappers be sounding nasty, deep voice and all. Man, I tried to listen to a Glorilla song, man. I'm still trying to purge that from my brain. I heard some female rapper named Scarlett. Scarlett. Oh, okay. So Scarlett, let me see if I still got that clip. I mean, this ain't exactly her voice. This was a dude making fun of her, but let me see if it's still on here. Let me see if I can find it. Is it still on here? Come on, Kev. Oh, there it is. This is Scarlett, but this ain't our voice.
This is New York. What the fuck I look like to a nigga? Good morning. Fuck I look like being sweet, charming, and get the fuck out of me.
Yeah, that's Scarlett. Oh man, goddamn. Oh man, but I tried to listen to a Glorilla song, man. I cut that shit off immediately, man. It didn't sound like anything. It didn't, man. I was like, the fuck is this shit? I mean, I turn off like I used to turn some of these like remember like at the beginning of the 2010s they had all these Atlanta rappers just come out, man. I used to turn them niggas off too. Like what was that one nigga that had that one song, Cash Out? And where the fuck is Cash Out now? Like shit. But then like that flipped over from the men to the women. I mean shit. What they're doing is with the female rappers, they've already destroyed the image of the black man through male rappers because you know we keep making this dumbass argument like rap music ruined the culture. I said all of us listen to the same music, though. Many of us turned out great. So stop using rap music. So think that since they thought that was an effective strategy, now they done moved on to the women. But see, the thing is though, the difference between when the men did it and when the women did it, there are women that are actually fighting for that representation. The men are trying to fight to get away from that representation. But if you do, you get called a nerd, you get called a lame, you get called a geek, you get called a dork, you get called an incel. Yeah, that's everybody's smoking gun right there, incel. You know what this always boils down to? Who's having sex with who? It's always about sex. And then the next one after that is the sexuality shaming. Oh, you gay. You must be gay. If all that other shit don't work, all of a sudden it's you're gay. That's why I say, man, we have a very short palette of insults. I guess that's why, like I said, about the way I used to be versus the way I am right now. I mean, shit, you know, when AL said that shit last week, Kev will say shit that melts people's souls. He wasn't kidding. I mean, shit, I just stopped getting hateful DMs on Facebook. I just stopped. It just stopped. And I mean, this was going on for years. Shoot, Scarlett is a man. I don't know, man. I thought Scarlett had her own little charm to her, but I mean, that's as far as that goes. I mean, it's not a charm that I look forward to seeing every day. But no. It said Cash App, LOL, Cash Out. His name was Cash Out. And I mean, you never, and I mean, like, did that to yourself? Why did you try to listen? You did that to yourself. Why did you try to listen? Oh, yeah. You talking about listen to Glorilla? I was curious, man. I was curious as to seeing what the hype was. And I was just like, no, this was outside of fuck nigga free. Like, I was like, no, this just can't be. I was like, this is what is hitting right now to the young folks. I mean, am I just not with the times? I mean, you know, am I just a Gen Xer that, you know, doesn't know what is cool these days? I mean, shit. Yeah. Shit. I'm starting to look forward to when my daughter becomes a teenager. Shoot. I've been saying who's actually supporting these artists and cutting checks. It's not black people. Yeah, it's white folks, man. Shoot, they show like they have these moguls that are white people. These rappers have to get in, you know, they have to get in a boardroom with a bunch of white people sitting at a table, and they have to perform, and they tell you what your culture is. They tell you whether it's good or not. And then people be bobbing their heads to that shit. So I guess that, you know, they're a little accurate on that. So, okay, my bad. Ain't no big deal, man. I mean, good to see you, though, Ivan Reed. Shit, Ivan Reed been rocking with me ever since the Facebook group. Yeah, this been some years. So, let's see. He said they stopped trying to threaten me on Facebook. I post pics of my gun to remind them, man, you ain't even got to do that. Shoot, them people, like I said, people talk all that shit on social media, which I try to keep my shit talking to a minimum myself. They kitty cats. They're fucking kitty cats. Shoot, they ain't gonna do shit. These dudes ain't gonna bust a grape in a motherfucking fruit fight. I don't care how nerdy they think you are. You know what I notice about cool niggas? They'll try to berate you for being who you are, but they'll wait till they get around like-minded people. Thus, the echo chamber. Yeah. So you say, yep, the offspring of Gen X are ass eaters and rapper girls that rap about their booty holes. Yep, that's real classy. But every time you say something about it, it's always the men do it too. I say, we don't rap about our booty holes. So stop. Said white people are up top are happy with black rappers showing their ass and acting a fool. Like I said, it already, like, you know, media is a very powerful thing. It already destroyed our image as black men. And, you know, you got people around here thinking that every black man that doesn't adopt that image is a fucking dork. And then it's like, when people say that, it's like, it's always connected to like certain things, like how much sex the man is getting, or, you know, his ability to stay out of trouble. He might be a video gamer that whoops the shit out of the entire neighborhood, you know. And then when he's heckled and cursed out just for existing, when that happens so much, niggas start saying, where the white women at? Really, both of these types lately start talking about where the white women at. Oh, man. I mean, but I would say between these two archetypes, the guy with the sunglasses is more submissive to women. I mean submissive. I'm talking like I do what the bitch say, hoes get mad, and then like, I roast anybody hoes want me to roast, like Caitlin Clark and Alfonso Rivera. Yeah. Ken seeing red. What's good, my brother? Hybrid catastrophic impact X83rd power said it's like we can never hold black women accountable without them bringing up black men. Yeah. You know what? I've gotten into some back and forth with so-called cool niggas, and then the first thing they'll bring up is black women. But you always talk about black. No, I talk about idiots, male or female. Let's get that clarity out of the way. And I understand, like I said, I know where that energy comes from. It's like heterosexuality. Shoot, dudes want to fuck women and dudes want to have as much approval of women as they possibly can. You know, I'm for one, I guess I'm a special case, even though I was sort of a late bloomer. I used to say anything I wanted to women and still make some progress and still kind of get what I wanted. I was like, stop being bitches, man. Don't be the bitch between you and the woman. Shoot. Shit. I mean, damn. They're supposed to be your bitch. And then, I mean, once you establish that connection and express and respect, they like being called that shit. You would be surprised. I mean, damn. Men do it too, and both sides are guilty as motherfuckers. Yeah. I would love to be like one of these guys that would throw all black men in the same box, like all these hoes be saying, and then just and defend men in an unbridled rate and just make excuses for men all over the fucking place. But I don't do that. I don't do that. And if you say I do that, you're a motherfucking lie. That's just trying to establish a narrative that is completely false. Shoot. They want to be hoes. We should go back to the days of how hoes were treated. Make America great again. Yep. Kind of agree with that. But, that is subjective. We got to be careful with that kind of speech. Charles said it best. Don't be red pill for black women and blue pill for white, non-black. Yeah. If you're going to do red pill, do it all the way. No half measures. In fact, do it twice as hard since it pisses off these so-called cool niggas so much. Oh, man, these guys are called themselves red pill. Oh, they're such dorks. They're incels. You don't have to be a simp. Most guys aren't confident enough to not simp. Yeah. There's guys that they don't simp. They just believe that that's what they have to do. That's what they have to do. And, people have to do what they have to do. Bring shame back. Excuse me. Yeah, man. Look, you're going to catch some pushback for that because they're going to be calling it SBE. Don't do that to the women, but, shame guys over and over again. Like that fucking shit is actually going to work. Like, because niggas are too grandiose. They think that they're the authority on what's cool. They slept with two women their entire lives. And then all of a sudden it's like, they thumb their nose to every other man they see. Like, fuck out of here. So I hate the whole white black women argument if those two are the only choices. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of women out here. The world is your fucking oyster if you're a single man. Shoot. Platt spoke some real shit tonight about keeping these types of women away from you. Yes, they are toxic. Some aren't built for them. Smash at your own risk. Yeah. Let me tell you something, man. Look, like, this is what a lot of these guys talk about as far as letting women affect you in a certain way, to the point where it will start taking its toll on your own life, and it possibly keep you off focus and keeping for you from doing things that you need to do in order to maintain. Don't ever get like that, man. It will fuck your life up. I caught a piece of his stream yesterday. Yeah, shout out to Platinum Elite. Yeah, shout out to that guy. So let's see. That was the realest shit right there. Yeah. Don't get caught up, man. Don't even. And see, here's okay, the difference between these two archetypes. Let me tell you something. The nerd actually can get far with the toxic female. They can, because that's something that is different for her. You know, they always run into these yahoos like the cool nigga or the thug nigga. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. I was not a very like I wasn't like the I would say the guy that people will refer to as being the cool guy or whatever when I was growing up. Now I got the bit. Now I got to hear some fucking story about, oh, no wonder he bitter, he bitter, he bitter. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, like this is why I don't fear conversations and I don't fear being attacked by several people verbally at one time. Because I mean, I was what in elementary school. Uh, for the majority of it, I stayed under 5 feet. I was like 4'10", 4'11", 80 pounds soaking wet most of the time. I mean, like, no, this was in junior high. So that made me an extremely easy target. And I went to a Catholic school, a private Catholic school. And them motherfuckers were mean as fuck. I mean, they had the same level of cruelty like other kids did. So, you know, I didn't like I was different from the other kids. You know, I would crack corny ass jokes. I would try to, just try to fit in and, try to be cool with the other people. But I used to get picked on a whole lot. So instead of crying about it, I just shot back. And it used to be 5-on-1, 10-on-1, 15-on-1. I mean, shit. I actually gained my savagery while I was in elementary school and going into high school and shit. It's just that I just tried to be like a cool guy at the same time. Well, in high school, that was my cancer bout. So, um, so that really threw like a monkey wrench in a lot of things. But at least I survived. And yeah, so I had to get used to be able to handling several people at one time. That's my point. I had to, learn how to roast just like they did. And they weren't real roasters. They were very basic. So when I said stuff like it got to the point where people wanted to fight me very often. They wanted to fight the shit out of me. It's just like, oh man, I hate that motherfucker. He's such a dork. I said, hey, man, I don't know, man. I used to say some snarky ass shit. I say I'm a dork because of what? Because I'm not the most physically adept to play sports. Like, damn, it's like my growth spurt happened late, man. Shit. Shit. My mom never wanted me to go out on a football field because I was always so tiny until a certain point in my life. Now, some say I'm a beast. God say, okay, that's okay. You had enough. Shoot. Say hit that like or dislike button. Let me see. Let me check my likes real quick. Hold on. Let me see what's going on. I might have gotten a dislike already. You know how those haters are. Oh man, I got a dislike. I got a dislike. It must be one of them heifers out there, one of them old moist simps. But whatever. Hey, here you go.
Now I'm feeling objectified by your male gaze. Damn.
I do have 29 likes though. So yep. Come on, guys. Come on, hate watchers. Y'all can do better than that. You can. Amazing. Yeah, yeah. Said you already here, you might as well. Yeah, man. So I'm here to tell these so-called cool niggas this. That cool shit isn't only gonna last for so much longer, bro. I mean, seriously. I mean, I need one of these cool niggas, like, to come up here and define what cool is for me when I drop this link. What is cool? What exactly is cool and hip? What exactly kept you from being a dork, a geek, a nerd, an incel? What kept you from being that? Shoot. Yeah. You either die the hero or you live long enough to become a villain. And shit, I've been living for quite some time. But I'm not that much of a villain. Hey, I'm a good guy. I exercise in balance and diplomacy. You know what I'm saying? So if I really wanted to cut loose, I could. But I'm trying to wait to some point in my life to actually do that. Shoot, I might have to cut loose early. I might have to cut loose tomorrow night because I gave that story to tell you this. I don't mind having detractors on all sides. I don't care. Like, the last thing on my mind is trying to get someone to like me. Okay, I want subs to like this channel. I want subs to like this live stream. Like whenever I go on live streams, but I don't have to be your definition of cool. So if you want to call me a dork, I'll be that. Sorry, you can understand every word that I say. Sorry that I'm not around here getting all the hoes pregnant. Sorry. I apologize. Sorry I'm not slinging dope on the corner. You know what I'm saying? Sorry I'm not a deadbeat father. Because see, that encompasses in being a cool guy, according to your motherfuckers' definitions. Shoot. Man, he got about 3 baby mamas, man. He getting all the pussy. He's so cool. If you ask me, the street dudes and black women did the nerds a favor by shunning them, because look at how most of them ended up later on in life. So the nerd dodged a bullet. Exactly. Like I said, man, those nerds that y'all keep talking about could be very useful to the community, or whatever we want to fucking call it. But y'all too busy being cool. Get out of here, dork. Oh man, women, see me pick on that guy over there. Yeah. I was a dork that grew up into a beast. And I'm not looking for revenge, because I heard y'all said this shit about the black manosphere too. Oh, I think it's just some revenge of the nerds thing. Now, all of you that say that shit on all those echo chambers, y'all ain't had the balls to show up yet on Sunday night and say that shit to me. None of you had. These cool niggas would rather stand comfortably behind other so-called cool niggas instead of facing the fucking music. Because if there's one thing I think about these so-called cool guys, is that these bitch niggas need to grow the fuck up. I'm cool just because it comes natural to me. I'm not cool because I'm trying to be cool or I'm trying to impress some helper, like by dumping on a guy who ain't even bothering no motherfucking body. Bitch niggas. Yeah, I'm gonna be mean as fuck, man. I mean, and then like that ain't even me unleashed. I'm an extremely calm guy. If you want me to be truthful, I'm very calm for the circumstances. Boy, I tell you the truth, but before this year is out, whoo, all right. I'm just getting goosebumps thinking about it, but I'm still trying to build myself. So, I mean, at this age, yeah, there's never too late to build yourself. The sun is right back. My cousin looking 10 plus years right now. Looking at 10 plus years right now. He was a cool guy. Yeah. Damon Wayans, like, I think it was The Last Stand or one of his comedy specials that came on HBO. He was saying he would rather his sons be nerds than the cool motherfucker that ends up in jail. How many homely guys on the street were the cool dudes, thugs, and dope boys back in the 80s and 90s? Hell, not even the 80s and 90s. Go back to the 40s and 50s and 60s. My parents used to tell me about people like that. About guys who always tried to be cool and dress to impress and thumb their nose at guys that weren't trying to do that shit. And then they moment was in high school. If your moment is in high school, man, nigga, come on. See, they always talking about some, these dorks and these geeks, man. Oh, they ain't get the girl. They mad because they ain't get the girl in high school. Them niggas are the ones stuck in high school. They stuck in high school. Devoid of evolution of their own characters. They're still on this bullshit. Shit. Yeah. So yeah, that's it, man. Shit. I will pick us being dorks and nerds instead of us ending up in jail. And us ending up being us as black men. We as black men ending up as stereotypes. You want to be a stereotype because you know it might get you a little bit more pussy. Shit. You can get pussy without being one of those stereotypes. All you gotta do is open your goddamn mouth. It's called peaking too soon. Yep, you don't want to peak too soon. You want that to be a gradual process. Because I mean, like in high school, I mean, seriously, if your mentality is gonna stop there, you might as well sit at home and eat some fucking Cheetos. It always goes in reverse for the cool guys when they get older. I always had an evil smile in my mind when I saw that the cool stuff doesn't last forever. Sure doesn't. Son is hot. Raw said it. Now let's be real, Kev. There are a few revenge of the nerd type niggas in the space to go way too far at that point. They don't even know who they shooting at. LOL. Okay, so I like the people to pick. Besides the usual names, I would like someone to point out who these ninjas are. But hey, you know what? Like I said, son, is all right earlier. I'm not this guy that's just gonna ride or die for black men, and you know, especially when they wrong. I mean, I ride or die for my brothers, but man, you got to be on some, you got to be on some right shit. You know, you can't be on like this bullshit. You know, I mean, it is like all this guys like that are upset with women just because. I mean, if okay, let's speak in a literal context. Let's speak in a literal context. If there are guys who are like the guy on the left that are angry and upset because women won't date him, my suggestion is two things. Either you open your mouth and try to talk to these women, or you just become a trick. Now, I'm not saying that, oh, you know, there's going to be some stupid son of a bitch somewhere. Oh, man, he's telling guys to trick. Oh, my God, that's dangerous. See, these Black Manosphere guys are weirdos. He's telling people to trick. I say, what you want? Somebody who's bitching and moaning all day, or somebody minding his own goddamn business? You make the goddamn choice. Like shit. But what makes you think the guy on the right is not going to do the same thing? What makes you guys actually fucking believe that the guy on the right is not going to do some of the same shit the guy on the left is doing? It's a facade. It's a goddamn facade. If you live long enough, like some of you little cool niggas out there, if you live long enough, you'll see it. What is up, Bishop? What's good? Amongst those saying most of his violent stuff is over his woman. Oh, okay. Said Pookie and Ray Ray ain't got nothing on your cousin. Oh, okay. Oh, so he got a woman driving him crazy, man. Women can fuck you up, man. For real, they can. Women can fuck your head up, man. Seriously, man. Some of these women have your head so fucking fucked up. Like shit. I mean, like I said, and sometimes in my life, I've known that from experience. I'm not saying that it had to happen in a violent way. It's just that what I'm talking about is the mental space part. Women can have a serious impact on men. And this is where this whole debate about who's a dork and a geek and a nerd is. Because if women were screwing everyone equally, I don't even believe this would be a debate. Most of these cool guys that sit up there and call niggas dorks and lames and nerds, all these guys wanted some pussy or pussy approval. It ain't got a goddamn thing to do with whatever the nigga rhetoric is, or you know, whether he has a YouTube channel or not. These so-called cool dudes like the archetype on the right are still constantly 24/7 trying to prove themselves to women. And that's fucking pathetic. Nothing wrong with it. Man can do whatever he wants with his dough. Okay, yeah. Nerd who got into some pookie stuff trying to be cool here. It's a bottom feeder mentality. I should know. You only get dragged down, never dragged upwards. Yeah. Be yourself. Yeah, by all means, be yourself. Don't think that you have to be something in order to gain acceptance from idiots. From people who are basic fucking idiots. Yeah, I got called a married incel. You know, all them little passive aggressive wussies behind like screen names and avatars and shit who can't reveal who they really are, but they want to call somebody an incel. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Like shit, tell your mama to come here with that wet mouth of hers. Like I learned to say cruel shit like that when I was in elementary school. I've had years and years of experience on melting a motherfucker's soul. I just don't do it. Shoot. You know. So you won't get that virtue signaling from me. Virtue signaling is so disingenuous. And it makes me sick, and I call it out every fucking time. There's a lot of street dudes that are simps and lames as well. Some of them locked up and deleted because of ratchet females. Yeah, man, shit, man, dude. That like, I don't know. There was a deleted scene from Blade 2. Whistler, Chris Christopher's character. He was saying something about the pussy is a very powerful thing, and one hair off that thing would drag a train across a 3-mile grade. Yeah, man, shit. Yeah, man. Shoot. Saint Nick 69 was good, man. Yeah, I wonder what football team you're a fan of. Just kidding. And like the old saying, the saying goes, it ain't tricking if you got it. LOL. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's still tricking though. But hey, people do what they want to with their money. Win, lose a rug. Exactly. I've been there. I ain't read that man's name. Oh, win, lose a rug. Yeah. I've been there and it wasn't worth it. Marcus Romero Productions, MRP. What's good, man? Good to see you. Yeah, man. So I just want to know what makes a man cool. That's what I want to know. What makes a man cool? And why do these so-called cool niggas be calling people dorks and shit? The fuck is wrong with you? Shoot, nigga. Just because some hoe got mad at something Angry Man said the other night doesn't make you cool when you follow that bitch up and say some things about Angry Man. It's just I don't like somebody going like when I showed up in the chat, the first thing that somebody talk about was you married and everything, and then somebody want to bring up Angry Man. Y'all act like these niggas in my goddamn pocket, man. Shit, I'm not like a bitch. I don't put myself in the same box with all these dudes. Shit, I'm an individual. Shoot. All right, there's the link. Shoot. Balance is the foundation of being cool. Yeah, now there is a true definition of cool. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. I gotta put let's see. Hold on 1 second. Yo. Yeah, 1 moment. There we go. All right. Yeah. The people that throw around incel are the same people who throw the word socialist around. They don't know the actual meaning of it, but say it because they heard other people say it. Yeah, it's groupthink. ISC Gabe. Okay. Is that you? Is that you, Cubicle? You trying to troll Gabe, man? Well, I tell you. Let's see. Oh man. Yeah, we got Rob in the building. Blacklight Revelations too. Did I miss your first comment? Like, shoot, but we got Rob in the building. Oh, he said I was signing the wrong account. It was me. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Okay, he has a few. Oh, okay. So people been hawking your account down, reporting you, huh? Like, shit, come on, guys. Come on, don't do that. But that's why people have to have several accounts because of shit like that. So where these cool niggas at? Where these cool niggas at? Where these dudes out there that like to call people names or behind internet screens and shit like that? Oh, wait a minute. This isn't an echo chamber. So, all right. Now it's been an hour. So let me check my likes. Everybody like hit that like button, man. ICS Gabe is an actual podcast. Oh, okay. All right, cool. I hope it's doing well. I mean, no, that's serious. That's not sarcasm. All right, 34 likes. All right, cool. Thank you very much. And whoever that dislike is, if you're a woman, I LOVE you too. If you're a woman, if you're a man, you can kick rocks. I mean, it depends on that woman. It even depends on who that woman is. Because you look like you can roll down a hill unscathed. Hey, you know, I take that LOVE back. Oh yeah. Sun is hot raw. Cool criminal, nerd, law-abiding citizen. Not exactly. I mean, well, you know, according to the perception, you know, that it could be seen as such. Intelligence is the ultimate form of rebellion. Man, when you can think circles around people during a conversation, that shit is so satisfying. Because in an attempt for those people to make you look dumb, you make them feel even dumber. Yeah, man. But let me tell you something, man. If I could pick one of these two brothers to bat for, excuse me. If I could pick one of these two brothers to bat for, I would pick the guy on the left. I would, seriously, because see, the guy on the left needs it a lot more than the guy on the right. Because see, the guy on the right has a bunch of friends that are picking on the guy on the left. I mean, if a black dude come up to you looking like that, that's the first thing y'all gonna think. Oh, he's a nerd. Look at that nerd right there. You're gonna be trying to find a way to fuck with him. See, that's where guys like me come in. See, because I'll fuck with you on his behalf. Come on, man. Come on, man. I mean, I'm not saying that's a complete put down, man. Because see, the whole point is to not put down the guy on the left. I mean, shoot. I mean, that was a, like I said. Let me say this again. That's AI's interpretation of what a black nerd is versus a cool black guy. That's AI's interpretation. Shoot. You said, what do you look like, Andre? Oh boy. Attitude dude keeps attacking me. Okay, well, I mean, okay. I mean, you know, we all have a right to defend ourselves. A lot of people think I mean, especially in this community right here, like, especially this community right here, they act like if they, like a lot of black folks act like if they insult you, you can't say nothing back. I don't know what kind of shit is that. You know, I don't live in that world. I keep telling people that. I don't live in that world where you can just say stuff to me and I can't say nothing back. Kick rocks. Let me see. Let me play something else. All right. I mean, say I had Kev on HB. I ain't ugly, nigga. Pause. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, man. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, man. I will always call a dude ugly, but I would rarely to never call a dude good looking. And I think that for the most part, I think that straight men can appreciate that. Said the black dude on the left married a tech exec and was roasted by women who rejected him on family matters until he became stepfather. LOL. Yeah, the dude on the left would sit up there and get roasted by women also, and then get him a white woman, and then they'll call him a sellout, call him a coon. They'll say that, you know, he hates himself and he hates his mother. And, you know, I'm not saying that the dude went to a white woman because he was being picked on. What happened was he probably went to and I'm not saying that, you know, guys with baby froze and glasses, you know, with Kool-Aid smiles. I mean, I'm not saying that those guys are necessarily always going to end up being the successful ones, but for contextual purposes, yes, this is the kind of guy that will go get some type. Yeah, you're right. Get some type of tech degree, I don't know. Maybe get him a white woman one day. Shoot. You know what, Gabe? Here's the thing. Okay, say you directed that statement toward me. Yes, I am a bit frustrated at this point in time, and I'm directing that focus on my career, my life goals, and my family. Yeah. Yeah. Let me say my goal at the present time, as if it was a time to have this goal, is to make sure that my daughter will be completely taken care of by all means, through my means and my means only. You know. Yeah, so I mean, I believe that's sound advice for anyone. You know, if you are a frustrated person,
Yeah.
if you know, use that to direct your energy into becoming successful. You know,
I think so too.
Yeah,
I definitely agree with that. What's up, man?
Yeah, what's going on, Gabe? What it is?
Man, you know, Andre just being Andre. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely. I
me
mean,
and Andre jumping into stuff that don't got nothing to do with him, commentating on things that don't involve him. You know, when there's a lot that he can be involved with outside of these conversations on panels. But anyway,
yeah,
I do want to. Yeah,
I mean,
sorry,
it's recreation for the most part. For me, it is. It's recreation. I mean, it's something that I enjoy doing. I mean, I think that you know, dealing with a multitude of personalities is very interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
I agree with you.
which, there's Andre right there. What's good, man?
Not much. I'm just chilling.
Yeah. Black
Yeah,
Light
you chilling and jumping into other people's business.
No,
Is that how you chill?
I've said multiple times that I have no issue with you.
Why are you commenting every time somebody bitching me? Somebody else bitching me, and you like, well, I think gay, blah blah blah, or this and that. Like, why are you jumping into stuff? You still like lames, dorks, nerds. That's you.
Are you gonna ask a question?
It was no. It was really rhetorical. It was a rhetorical question. Go look that up. It meant that you need to stay out of people's business. How many times I gotta tell you that, Andre? How many times I gotta tell you that little make belief? How many times I gotta tell you that?
So you're gonna
stay out of my business.
I'm not in your business. I don't care. I don't.
You are, but you comment on me. What do you mean that you're not in my business? You comment on me, and I ain't say nothing to you.
No. What's happening is you keep commenting on everything I fucking say.
No. Whatever that troll account has said about me that I can't see, you started to mention me in reference to what the troll account said. Is that not you jumping into something that has nothing to do with you?
If I agree with what the troll account says, I'm gonna agree with it. Why the fuck wouldn't I?
Because
I was actually jumping into some other
never mind. You're just displaying who you really are. The dork, nerd, lame, dweeb, geek that you really are. Perfect to the subject matter that we're discussing this evening. So you're just displaying who you are.
I'm just saying. I'm not even
right.
It's not.
Yeah, don't. No, it's not. So you don't have to.
I don't want to talk over the internet, but like I said, I'll agree to disagree with you. Can we do that?
Just say what you got to say. I don't got to agree with you about nothing. I don't got to agree to disagree nothing. Keep it pushing. Move around. Do you know what that means? Move around.
Yes,
that's what that means.
You're asking me stupid ass questions. It's really annoying. And you're doing
okay, so move around and say what you got to say. Unless you came up here just to talk to me. Did you come up here to talk to me?
I mean, you were talking about me. That is
okay, so you came up here to talk to me. Now you're moving around. Now you don't have nothing else to say.
Well,
I'll go ahead then, Kev.
Well, the point
I'll go ahead then, Kev.
You keep crying that you're being attacked, yet you keep running your fucking mouth.
Okay, so I thought you were moving around. I thought you weren't going to say anything. I thought you were agreeing to disagree, right?
ask me a fucking question. Like, are you fucking...
Okay, Kev, I'll go ahead and start. So kind of I think this whole dork, geek, nerd, incel thing, it's interesting because I think that the pictures that Chat GPT is, or whatever large language model that you were using, I think that it's pulling it from that Steve Urkel. And the dude to the right kind of looked like, didn't he kind of look like Eazy-E or somebody? No, he kind of looked like a dark skinned, I don't know, he looked a little tethery. He looked kind of Jamaican or something. He
looks something. That's what AI gave me.
Like, how are you gonna throw tether when you're Nigerian, bro? That doesn't make any sense. And then when you were asked if you were black, you couldn't answer the question.
Andre, shut up.
That's crazy.
So you jumped up here to talk to me and to comment on what I'm saying.
Look at what you just said. You just tried to call somebody a tether when you're Nigerian, and you couldn't answer the question whether you're black or not. Like, are you
Andre, shut up. Okay.
You know how stupid you sound?
So Kev, that's where I think that those images are coming from. I think they're coming from, definitely the left one is coming from Steve Urkel. It kind of looks like the whatchamacallit dude. The don't that look like the Spider-Man, the animated Spider-Man boy a little bit?
They talking about Miles Morales?
Yeah, doesn't he kind of look like Miles? I could see that.
A little bit. I was watching that the other day, as a matter of fact, man. The first movie is good. The second movie is great. So, I mean, I just throw that out there. Yeah, but
he kind of got a Miles Morales, Steve Urkel combo going on there. And then to the right, it's like a Eazy-E, Heather Jamaican look type of dude. So I think they come from very common like archetypes and characters that we see in Black America, which is interesting.
Well, Kev, I did hear that Beyond the Spider-Verse is coming out in 2025. I'm looking forward to that shit because I like the first two movies.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that too, man. It's awesome, man. I mean, you know, but that watching that kind of thing and liking it will get you called a geek.
I watched the shit with my daughter.
Yeah, me too. Me and my daughter was watching Godzilla -1 tonight. Yeah, it's on Netflix. That movie is.
I seen you posted that Godzilla, but like she's not.
Man, that movie is brilliant.
She likes, like obviously she's a girl, so she likes Gwen, you know.
Oh yeah. Spider Gwen.
Yeah, Spider Gwen.
Okay.
Well, also like there was other like black characters in there too, but that's the main character, so obviously she's gonna like the main character.
Yeah. Hey, what up? Hurry up and buy. I see you down there. Yeah. But Andre, what do you think of this whole dork, geek, nerd, incel type versus the cool guy archetype? What do you think of that?
Well, I actually had to deal with that in my own life because you know, I did get roasted a lot, you know, for fucking getting good grades and fucking going to school and shit. You know, yeah, I did get roasted a lot for that kind of shit. So,
I could see that.
But like this is why I mentioned in chat earlier that like all the dudes that were doing that kind of shit, like they're all fucked up or locked up or whatever if they're still here, right? So.
Yeah, I remember in my Facebook group, I made a video game post and Taz showed up, started clowning me and shit because of it. I said, just because, like, Taz, like, you know, I said, just because your ideal of video game growing up with throwing rocks at roaches on your wall just to see what direction they would go in while you drew little lines with your fucking pencil. Like, I would say shit like that. You know, just because, and then my dad was able to get me an Atari 2600 doesn't make me a bad person. Shoot. But I mean, it's just funny that Andre said he got bullied growing up. Is just, I mean, you get bullied today, Andre. Like they be bullying you all the time.
you're
so
talking
it's definitely not hard to believe. It's definitely not hard to believe.
Like online shit is bullying. This is not bullying, bro.
No, listen. Somebody called it me little maple leaf and cut me off every time I talk and telling you to be quiet and dropping you down for paddles is definitely bullying.
I was getting dropped.
I think it's online bullying.
I only got dropped down over a bitch, just so you know. And I don't want to get.
They be online bullying you, man. That ain't. No, Ty City dropped you too. He was like, "All right, come back later." So, that wasn't.
I
think they bully you. I'm just saying, like I think you should really stand up for yourself.
Well, stop making shit up.
I'm not making stuff. So did Ty City ever drop you from his panel? Yes.
Like I think
do other people have other people drop you from their panel?
Well,
yes. So what am I making up here?
Well, for Ty City, the thing is, he was asking like a historical, like.
No. Nobody's asking about the context in the conversation. I'm saying they be dropping you.
Say what I'm saying. Say shit out of context. Okay.
No. I don't need the conversation. The fact that he dropped you. I'm saying they just be bullying you, man. And to you saying that you grew up getting bullied is just it aligns.
You're literally just taking shit out of context and just saying shit so you could sound.
They just be treating you, man, and you just take it.
No, I don't.
I'm saying that it just makes sense because it sounds like you've been dealing with this during your life.
Well, like I
can see that.
Like, and I don't know if you were there, but I'm pretty sure you were. But I've said this before, where people tried that when I was younger in like fucking elementary school, and I had to start knocking niggas out. And
so how do you deal with it in 2024?
2024, it doesn't fucking happen.
It does happen. It definitely happens. Come on, man.
Fucking like controlling like panels that I have no like. You're talking about people like having access to fucking mute you or drop you down.
Yeah, you're right, mate. Lifelong struggle. He got a lifelong struggle with getting bullied digitally. How do you get bullied physically, in person, and digitally? You got a lifelong. You going over physical and the digital bullying. That's crazy.
I never got bullied in person because, like I said, when
you just said you did,
and I knocked them the fuck out. And if they were bigger than me, I came with a big weapon. That's what the fuck I did. I don't know.
That sounds real. So back to another one, very incelish, right? You got to bring weapons into the picture.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
That's kind of incelish, geeky, dorky. You get a weapon because I can't knock you out. Leave me alone. Yeah, that's what that sounds like.
That sounds like defending yourself if somebody's on some bullshit.
Nah, I think you kind of deserve to get bullied. I think you kind of. Let me tell you what I think that you've been doing. You've been inserting yourself into BS for a long time. And that makes you a target to a lot of people. You jump into stuff that don't got nothing to do with you. You jump into conversations that you aren't informed about. You jump into conversations on countries that you don't even live in. And then people just treat you like they treat you. So I think that you really got to take a look inwardly. You got to look at yourself, man.
Like,
why are people, but you need to ask Andre, why am I being bullied all the time? Ask yourself that.
Like, if you call this shit bullying, like, you sound like a weak ass nigga to me. Because, like, unless it's like physical violence, I don't care what like goofy niggas have to say online. I really don't fucking care.
But you hang around the goofy dudes. You hang around the goofy dudes that you talking about. You hang around the goofy dudes that be bullying you and sunning you, treating you like a little boy, treating you like a little maple leaf. Literally, you hang around them, so obviously you do care. Yeah. So I think that the dork, geek, nerd, incel, I think that Andre meets it. He meets all the criteria.
Is this dude just gonna talk over me the whole time? Like he's gonna say
I'm not talking over you.
You've been doing this entire time. You've been asking me questions. You've been saying stuff. And every time I try to talk, you keep talking over me.
No, I jumped up here and you jumped up here to talk to me.
Yes.
So now you got my attention. And now you trying to go to Kev, talk about something. You're going to let him talk over me. This the type of stuff that gets you bullied. Okay.
Hey, co-host. My bad, Kev. Let Andre.
All right. I love it. All right. Let Kev save you. Yeah, go ahead, Andre.
I'm just saying this is some fuck shit because like you literally hopped up here and you started talking about me. That was the first thing you fucking said. And then when I come up to defend myself, you're acting like I came up here to talk to you. I'm only coming up to defend myself because you chose to speak about me, which is what you keep doing. Like you gaslighting like a fucking woman. Like all you keep doing is running your fucking mouth. And when I respond, you want to fucking talk shit and you want to play victim and act like I have the time or I give a fuck to fucking care about what the fuck you're doing. I don't care, bro. I don't know you.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck to know you. So like you keep running your fucking mouth and then You're acting like I'm the one doing this shit. It's you doing this shit. I've told you multiple times, bro. We could agree to disagree. But you don't want to do that. You want to keep arguing. Because I don't know if you think I'm a soft target. I'm not a soft target, motherfucker. Like, I actually have friends in cybersecurity as well. So if you want to play that game, we can play that game.
You got friends in cybersecurity that's gonna come after me?
No,
Yeah, Andre.
I'm just saying, because like I think that's where you're coming from. You're acting like you have like some sort of superiority to me or some shit. Like I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not
So how'd that feel, Andre? So you got all that out. Do you feel a little better about the situation? You feel, you got your frustrations out. Feel good about it?
I have no frustration, bro. It's just the fact you.
No. It's very obvious.
Like, bro, I've told you multiple times. Like, I don't want to argue with you, but you keep talking shit.
No, I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying, do you feel better about getting it all? Like, you just got it all out. I didn't interrupt you or nothing. You just got it all out. I'm just asking, hey, you feel better about that? You feel better now?
I'm just saying, it's like you're talking about bullying, and you're talking about this goofy online people talking shit and stuff. Like I have to wonder, like, have you ever got punched in the face?
No. And you definitely wouldn't be the first. You definitely would not be the first to do it.
Exactly.
Trust me there. You talk about violence. Hey, you talk about, you talk about punching people in the face. Andre, please. Come on, man.
That's not what I said at all.
No. You don't introduce violence into the conversation and then try to back away, talk about some. No. That's not. No. Listen, it wouldn't be you. If it's anybody, it would never be you. That's all I got to say.
The reason why I brought that up, because it kind of shows where you get why you have this sort of perception, because it never happened to you, right? It's dudes that.
So because I haven't been punched in the face means what?
That's the reason why you're talking the way that you're talking, just talking crazy for no reason.
So I'm talking to you, and you like, oh, you must never been punched in the face before. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
I've been punched in the face before. It didn't hurt. I'm literally saying, yeah, I've been punched in the face before. I mean, like, thank God the dude was not Mike Tyson, but I mean,
right.
I got through it. I mean, it is what it is.
Well, apparently getting punched in your face is supposed to change your perception about something or the way that you speak. Did your speech change after that, or what happened after that happened to you, Kev? Did you change?
To change my what?
Well, apparently Andre said the reason why I'm talking the way I'm talking on these panels is because I've never been punched in my face.
That's not.
And you said that you had. What did you do? Oh my gosh, you just. That's exactly what you just said.
I was implying that's part of the reason why you were talking.
Okay, part of the reason, whatever. And I'm asking Kev, because he's went through that. Did it change in the way that he talked to people or something? Like, I'm trying to understand.
It actually made me worse. I mean,
I might need to get punched in my face then. Hey,
no,
turn me to a demon.
When I first entered public school, I was still the same size as if I was in private school, but I used to ride the bus with gang members. So the gang members didn't like me exactly being the way I was. So I was like, 4'10", 80, 85 pounds. I would get jumped every fucking Friday. Every Friday. Like it'll be 5 or 6 guys. I mean, shit. It'd be like 2 or 3 doing the actual fighting, and the other ones kind of jump in. If I just kind of threw the other guys off me and shit, I used to get beat the fuck up. I mean, like I said,
it's crazy. Why was they doing that? They just fighting.
No, because the usual. I talk like a white boy. I come from a home with 2 parents, so I must have thought I was too good for everybody. Shit like that.
You successful in your career. You must think you have a superiority thing.
Yeah, superiority complex. I lord my personality over everybody. Stuff like that. He's a good kid. We're gonna corrupt him. We want him to join our gang. one of those guys. I think he works a good job. A couple of them are dead. One of them's in jail for life for killing someone. Then I think a couple of them just stopped fucking with that shit altogether and decided to get their lives together. But yeah, it was pretty rough for me, and like it was pretty rough for me in junior high. But I mean, shit. I mean, I went like if I could go back and change, I wouldn't change a thing. Not at all. It really and really in saying that, it really taught me how to be tough. Like, it's just that, life isn't always going to go in your favor. Everybody isn't going to like you. And I mean, like, I came from a private school background, which I was really in tune to the civil rights movement. I'm talking about the real side of the civil rights movement, not the virtue signals. And when I got to 9th grade, it was quite shocking to me that we were so disunion. We were so disillusioned as a people, and my blackness did not matter to some. So that's when I first learned that.
Yeah, so I was up there growing up in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Backbone. What's up, man?
Like with me, man. I come from like a pretty eclectic background myself, right? Where where I was up there raised up in the church, man. Because when I was a kid, they was trying to groom me to be a pastor, a minister. That's why I knew about the Bible so well and everything. But I also had an uncle that taught me about some street knowledge and street sense, but he was like a blue collar type of dude, but he was also a tough dude, like a genius Bruce, like Ron Wilson talked about, a guy who had the intelligence and the toughness, because like I remember there were some people that tried to test me in elementary school and junior high school until they got a taste of my right hook. And it's like, I remember that one day, my first day in Hall High School, they tried to test me when I was up there dressed in like a casual Perry Ellis shirt and some Stacey Adams slacks and Stacey Adams shoes, casual shoes and everything. But they thought it was soft. But then when they tried to test me, I said, okay, that's more than just dude that meets the eye. Well, so it's about learn how to be a complete dude. That's how I was raised up to be.
Well, because that's like because points earlier in the chat, I was saying that like pretty much the same thing that you said is that you could only do that for so long until you get a taste of that right hook, and then that will change your whole worldview. Yeah, because I learned about
Andreas,
the thing
has
is
you changed.
I mean think about the thing about masculinity, man. Masculinity, man, is a universal cosmic force of nature. No matter whether you like a street dude, or like a regular educated, Eddie, so to speak. But it's like I told this one street dude, I said, man, if you want to like keep these ratchets from up there messing with you on the street, bro, you got to establish your foundation of manhood before the first date, man. You got to check that stuff at the front door, and you can't be, scared of doing without, because like like I said, it's about learn how to be a complete dude, because the most important part of manhood is the foundation of manhood that God put within you when you're born on this planet as a male, and also the first male you encounter on your journey. Whether it be your father or your older uncle or older cousin.
We getting some space policing by Andre. He said that May shouldn't be here. I don't know about that. Andre, why are you
the reason why I brought that up, because she multiple times she said, I'm not a part of the space. I said like I'm done with the Black Manosphere, but she keeps popping up. And
I'm not a part of the space either. I won't consider myself Black Manosphere.
Here's the thing. If she wants to help my algorithm, she can help my algorithm.
Exactly. Yeah. Like Kev, let me tell you the goofiest thing that a lot of these dudes do. A lot of times, dudes be blocking people. They time people out. They kick people out and keep them away from their channel, not recognizing that it's causing damage to their own channel. People stop coming around after a while. So, it messes up, just like you said, Kev, with the algorithm. If people don't just feel like they could just pop up in the chat, like people don't have to say they're Black Manosphere in order to be part of a Black Manosphere channel.
And that's why I don't go to Dennis Sperling.
Yeah.
Because Dennis Sperling blocked me. Like it took two statements, and I'm sitting up there like, I ain't even say anything smart to this guy. And then he blocked me. You know, I respect everything the man has accomplished in his life, but you know, if you are the Blizzard King, if you're this and you're that, nigga, what you blocking for? You blocking like you blocking somebody that's in the space or in the group of black men that you supposedly say you're defending. So that's funny shit to me. I don't watch Dennis.
It's crazy when people killing their engagement.
On ego tripping, man. Because like I send Reg an email, man, when I'm up there trying to drop some stuff on Reg, man, and then fools up there tripping on me, man. And it's like, y'all up there tripping about, who's this and who's that, while that cracker and the honky up there laughing at you. You know what I'm saying? Like they was up there tripping on me because I wasn't part of a so-called lodge or whatever. I said, and I told them.
Oh, no.
No. Let me explain myself, brother. Let me explain myself.
Okay. All right. I'm out of there.
I said, hey, man, it's about God business, not lodge business. Because you up there trying to deal with part of the white man's bag, and the white man's bag call you a nigga. What did Malcolm X told that? What did Malcolm X told that dude? What did it call a black educated dude? They call him the N-word.
Hey, y'all, hold on, man. I gotta do this real quick.
Uh-oh.
I got two more.
Now I'm feeling objectified by your male gaze. Damn.
Okay, I'm gonna blame at least one of them on Gabe.
Okay, my bad, man.
But Gabe, what I'm saying is this, man. People got to learn to deal with higher dimensional levels of living and thinking, man, and stop being stuck in this low dimensional goofy mess, man.
No, I'm back.
I can't rock with you because you're not this, you're not that. But like when I explain the original context of what the game of life is all about, I said, dude, you wasn't there. I was initiated to certain things that you will never understand.
Nah, that's not how it went down. It was two people who were Masons that came up because you were saying some stuff about the process and what you had been through and what you had done.
Gabe, I've been listening to the lies, brother. And just because I'm weak in the lies doesn't mean I'm not real, because once a Mason, always a Mason. But I'm beyond that, man.
You weren't able to answer those questions.
Bro, let me break this down.
All right.
At the end of the day, man, those white Shriners and white Freemasons, man, still call those brothers of lies niggas. Now what?
I didn't say it.
So in other words, are we gonna be stuck in that low dimensional? No, listen, man. Are we gonna be stuck in that, bro?
I hear you. I hear you.
I'm dealing with like a higher level dimensional knowledge that's higher than that, what they're talking about. So I ain't worried about it.
You gotta leave them Masons alone, man. They're gonna come out the woodworks on you, man.
Dude, they need to leave me alone.
All right.
Because I know a lot of people stuff that they don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I mean, what I'm saying is this, man. There's higher levels to the stuff than just that. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's lower dimensional shit, bro.
I don't think they would agree. That's all I
don't give a damn, bro.
You are entitled to not.
No, Gabe. If those white Luciferians and white Illuminatus don't give a damn about their shit, why should I? I mean, at the end of the day, it's just click versus click bull crap. At the end of the day,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I'm over that.
I just don't want no parts. That's all I said. Listen, Kev, they came out the woodwork. Kev, they zoomed down from the clouds. And all stripes. And they was like,
and guess what,
like
brother?
Bees.
Guess what, Gabe? I'll zoom down for the cosmos. Now in other words, I roll with a Shango, Dambala, Ogun, and Oshun, Mama Wata. Now what?
Man, what
no idea. I don't know what that is.
The voodoo,
you just cast a spell on us. You just cast chill with the spell.
No. I'm just saying, man.
Hold on 1 second.
These brothers talk about some funny mess that they really don't have no understanding of.
Well,
and guess what? I understand the source from which it comes from. That's what I'm saying.
Like, hold on one second. I want to talk to Kev because, like, to
Yeah.
the original topic.
I got you.
Because
What it is, Dre?
Yeah, basically, like any dude that's a real dude, you know, like the cool guy, not the dumb fucking pookie motherfucker. Like, that's a cool guy that has any sense. Because I had this talk with like one of my older cousins when I was younger. But basically, like, their logic is, why do you want to be against the dudes that are actually like about positivity? Doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, only fucking a dumbass pookie is gonna want fucking dudes to continue to be on bullshit rather than fucking doing shit that could actually be helpful.
Because here's what it is. There's this narrative. It is all about the pussy. There's this narrative going around that if you're like a dork, a lame, a geek, you won't be able to get no hoes. And I know that's a double negative, but that's how these dudes speak. You know, is whatever get them all the hoes. Oh yeah, and May just said something that used to make my fucking blood boil, but I mean, I've learned to gain a little bit more tolerance and temperance because of that. Because I mean, you know, I didn't know speech patterns had colors to them. You know, I mean, I watched his show From the Clouds. I like to listen to Kale's accent and practice visualizing him as black. LOL. No lie. Jesus Christ.
Chill, man.
Man, just because you're a street dude and a pookie Arabia doesn't mean you get females as well. Because I met a lot of, hey, when I growing up, I met a lot of educated dudes that got game too. They get women like ain't nothing.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
You're missing.
I mean, but see the thing about manhood, the real essence of manhood and masculinity is not dependent upon what the women are about, though.
You're missing the
That's
point.
what a lot of brothers don't understand.
Like, you're missing the point. She was talking about the speech pattern, and
your speech pattern
as black, as in she doesn't think that he's black based off of the
by the way he speaks.
No, she know I'm black.
I told you. Andre gonna hop all over that to try to attack May. He used every single little tool he could find to attack somebody.
You never heard this song in accent. I don't even hear the accent if you want me to be truthful. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just something that some of y'all used to. I mean, but I said it used to make my blood boil. And I mean, it's been years and years since, like, I explained the other night when people used to do that later in my life. I'll just do a quick impression of them. And that shit used to make them mad every time. And I shut that shit down immediately. I had to learn to adapt to being joked on, roasted, insulted. And I understood that the very last thing that I needed to do was cry about it. The very last thing.
Sorry, Backbone, you got some background. Just a little bit.
She said it's strong. She said it's strong.
No, I mean the thing about it, man, in order to be comfortable in your skin, you gotta make sure it's very thick before you be comfortable in it.
Yeah. But May, you all right with me. You know, I thought that I would probably have some type of I don't know, May.
May cool, man.
Yeah, she cool,
man. She don't be doing that. I mean, I don't know.
Man, there's a lot of sisters in the spaces that are pretty cool, man. There's a lot of sisters in the spaces that are cool that support, trying to uplift what black masculinity is all about, trying to be a support behind the scenes of it. But you got a lot of people on that goofy mess, man, that can't see what's going on, whether you be an educated or a street type of dude.
See, the thing about May is that they can't really get her because she gets under their skin, but they can't say, oh, she don't have a man, she's married, that she doesn't really have any money or anything, or she broke, or a baby mom when she's not. Like, all of the talking points don't apply to May. So it kind of frustrates them when they go back and forth with her because they can't find any of the common talking points that apply to her. So it really boils their blood. That's at least my theory on why they got an issue with May.
And May was probably raised up in a traditional background, right?
Yeah. And let me say this about May. I don't know who needs to hear this, but at least May is here. So
at least may support you.
Yeah. So we got Nightish up here, man. I want Nightish to go ahead and get in. What's good, man?
No, I want to listen a bit. I came in at the last end. You know, I'm behind. I want to know what's going on, but I appreciate you for letting me come up.
Well, Nightish, we're trying to have a conversation about the original topic, but it seems for some reason to be focused on May. I don't know why, but it is for some reason.
I mean, it just kind of went into that direction, but
yeah,
you know, I'm just asking what makes one cool and hip as opposed to, you know, the usual dork, geek, nerd, incel. You know, it's
subjective. It's subjective because what's cool, you know, we tend to get into the degenerate and try to say that that's what's cool, and I don't think so. I think being the dork and the geek is more cool because those are the people that control the pen. I mean, if you talking about being ghetto and going to jail and doing stuff that's going to warp your life and you're going to eventually get into the game because at some point you're going to submit because your body going to get tired of doing this ignorance. I think it's like we do things backwards. We do the thing we're supposed to do way late in life that we should be doing earlier. So
that's a question that I have for you, right? So what makes somebody like a dork, a geek, or a nerd in 2024? Because it varies from person to person. I don't even know really what they consider it anymore.
Well, actually, the new nerds are these stupid woke folks. Those are the new nerds, man. They're trying to say there's like 72 genders, you know, stuff like that. That's some nerd goofy mess.
Well, you know, like what I was trying to say is that basically, just the other day, after this last stream, Gabe was in the chat calling.
Oh, here we go.
Talking about
because some of y'all are helmets, Andre, including yourself.
Okay, whatever. Like, I don't give a fuck what you have to call me because you're like a goofy nigga on the internet.
Well, listen, you bringing me up, and we trying to go on with a conversation.
Are you gonna let me talk? Or are you gonna interrupt?
I mean, if you reference me, I'm gonna talk. Yeah.
Okay. Can I finish the reference, or are you gonna interrupt me mid speech?
Go ahead, Helmet.
Okay. So, all right, fine. You call me Helmet. I really don't give a fuck because you got that from that goofy ass nigga that you guys call your fucking president. Which
feel free, Helmet. Yeah.
Okay, whatever. So, yeah. So, just the other day, you were calling people helmets for going off topic. Yet you keep trying to focus on May when the original topic is about the lames and nerds and stuff versus the cool guys. Yet you keep trying to focus on May. So wouldn't that make you a helmet?
I literally just asked Nightish and MacBone what considers someone to be a helmet. I mean, sorry. What considers someone to be a geek, a nerd, or a lame in 2024? Why are you going back to that?
Like, how long have you spent trying to talk about May and defend her honor?
Defend her honor?
Yeah, that's what the fuck you've been doing, bro.
Well, you know the thing about being lame, you don't have to be an educated dude to be a lame. Lame is about being stuck in, like, you know, goofy, dysfunctional, delusional mess. Because guess what? There's a lot of so-called fly ratchets online that are lame.
That's what I'm
talking about. I mean, man, think about it. Like these so-called fly OF ladies. Man, there was one lady that was asked what the capital of Italy was. This stupid broad said Spain. Stupidity is lame.
Well, you're talking about like asking an OnlyFans bitch, like which.
No, I'm just saying, but see, that's a lame person in my opinion, because she's lacking in common sense. When you're lame, I mean, when you look at the first definition of lame means you're like disabled or lacking in something or weak in something. So
I thought it only applied to men.
A person that doesn't have a high level of virtue is lame.
Well, Nightish.
Lame in virtue. Yeah, weakness.
Nightish, since you came here late, like what I was saying not long ago, I was talking about like even the so-called like cool shit like that. Someone around me actually had the sense to say that like there was no reason for you to be beefing with the so-called lame nerd and geek and all this kind of shit dudes, because those are the dudes that are going to be the most productive. So like it makes no sense to fucking have a problem with them.
I agree. They're going to control society.
And you would want them on your side. You want to work with them.
Yes. And then it's different for men versus women. Because the way society, and when you say society, to me, that means men. Men are the leaders of society.
Always
so
have
it's
been.
different for women versus men. So she could be a OF woman that's not that intelligent because some man's gonna come along and save her.
Hey, let me drop a gem to support that, man.
Girlfriend's clothes, and she doesn't have to know much. If she looks good enough and she's not that old, she can be saved and rescued. But the man on the other side, I would think that lame. To me, it's the opposite. But the way our society looks at it, the lame and all the other stuff is the person that's going to run everything. He's doing the right thing. He's staying out of the way. He makes smart decisions. For some reason that's somehow lame amongst us. But I would say that the educated, the one that's ready to crash out at any minute is the lame to me, because he's going to do anything and sacrifice his life because he doesn't know anything any better.
I mean, I think it's just so interesting how previously anybody that was in like tech or enjoyed anything with computers or math or science, they were considered to be the lames. But when you look at the largest or most profitable organizations in 2024 or 2022, 2023, there's been these tech companies, these organizations that has been pushing forward technological advancements. And those people who might have previously been considered lame are now multi-million billionaires in the world. The richest people, especially in the United States, are those who are within tech today. So it's kind of wild how that changes, because it's not only people who are interested in computers, but these are the people that are on top of their business, right? On top of the business, I guess, mountain in this modern time. So it doesn't even make sense to even consider tech people lame, because they're literally the reason why we're talking right now.
Well, when you say that, though, can money unlame a lame?
No.
Well, listen, that's wait. So the thing about it is that isn't that something that rappers or the dudes who are quote unquote the cool dudes brag about? Don't they say they got more money than everybody else? Don't they say that dudes is broke? So they use money as a measure.
Think about people like Zion Women and Tom Brady. Like Zion Women.
Hey, one at a time. Nightish, then Bishop.
Yeah, but when you talk about money alone, Chris Rock has money, but nobody think that Chris Rock is cool. And his background isn't so-called cool. I mean, Drake has money, but at the same time, he doesn't have that cultural awareness. He doesn't know how to read the room. He just has money. It's not just money alone. It's also, having some sort of a frame, having a standard, and what you will and will not accept. So it's money. Money is a large part of it to me. Education is a large part of it to me, but it's also your standards, your what you stand for, and everything else. If you have money and somebody can come along and you just breaking bread, or you're gonna fake dead, that don't make you cool. Then it doesn't make you be a leader. What it's the money plus what you would say manhood.
Well, Chris Rock, like, when has he never been considered cool? That's interesting.
I swore you said Mac was next, but yeah.
Well, Chris Rock comes from a middle class blue collar background.
Mm-hmm.
From
I would say
Tony Rock, Brooklyn, New York, though.
I would say Tony Rock would be considered cool, and he doesn't have as much money as his brother.
Right.
But I don't even think I know. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kev.
I say, isn't that what Everybody Hates Chris was about?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean.
But I don't think it's just necessarily just money alone, but being at the top of industries in the nation, it also brings influence. It brings exposure. You're shielded from a lot of things, right? So I think that I'm saying that when you compare what lame was considered or lame or nerdy or geeky was considered previously, it looks completely different here in 2024. That's why I'm like, I don't even think it's really a homogenous definition of what a dork, a geek, or a nerd is today.
It's supposedly socially awkward, right? You can have money and still. I see people with a lot of money, like in magazines, looking for wives. They're socially awkward. They don't, they don't have confidence and all that other stuff. So money alone is not it, but having money is cool.
Hey,
to
Untitled. Hey, Untitled, man. I just brought up Everybody Hates Chris, man. I mean, it wasn't no real, it could try serious comparison, but I mean, I see what you're saying. Thanks for being here.
I'm comparing his adult life also.
Come on, man. Like if women come in Chris Rock's presence, they're probably dripping, right? They're probably like swooning over here.
That's
not necessarily. It's just exposure. I mean, he's a celebrity. He has access to different social classes. So it's like, I don't think they're just looking at him as a lick. They're like, oh my gosh, this is Chris Rock.
He got slapped and didn't do anything at all.
Come on, he got slapped by another celebrity.
Come on, bro. Like, what are you arguing right now? Serious?
I'm saying listen. We just watched Kendrick Lamar and Drake have a little rap beef.
We're not talking about
but it's the same thing. It's the same thing, respectfully. He said to his son, what's the name? Adonis, or whatever name, Drake's son, don't let a man piss on your leg and not do nothing. That's something that happened when Drake got into it with Puffy. Puffy slapped Drake. Drake did nothing. That wasn't that long ago. So Drake has a bunch of money.
What does that have to do with Chris Rock, though? What is
well, we're talking. If you're saying money alone makes you cool, that's not the truth.
But come on. But Drake, even with this back and forth with Kendrick Lamar, Drake is still Drake. And people are still cool.
Drake. We waiting for the next.
I don't know
why
you're considering him to like.
We're waiting for the next pop song. Yes,
or rap song. I mean, he's killing them both. Come on, he's killing them both.
He did a rap song with Sexyy Red. You're my everything. It sucks.
And that young went crazy. Come on, man.
Come on.
That was her album, and that was her song. It didn't suck.
Let's not do the Drake Kendrick. Let's stay on topic because you were talking about the Everybody Hates Chris, and even in that show, like.
No, I wasn't talking about when he was a child. I'm talking about as an adult.
Conversation. He talking about all celebrities. We just
no. If I tell you about John Gibson, do you know him?
I don't know who that is.
10 blocks away from me, right? So you wouldn't know him.
It's no goalpost. This is not an argument. We just talking. Listen, Andre, this not one of the panels that you typically be on. It's just a conversation. If not, just want to bring up other things, that's cool. We just keep on pushing it forward. So you said somebody else? I'm sorry, Nice. You said somebody else.
No. I'll listen to him. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't want to.
No, he's saying to don't bring up anything else. Just stick to Chris. Everybody hates Chris. But anyway.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about Everybody Hates Chris. That's when he was a child. I'm talking about as a grown man. Now, I agree with his decision to not do anything in that place right there. I agree with him not doing anything there. It's going to mess up other things. At the same time, the society we live in, us as our culture, you cannot, as a man, let nobody do nothing to you. You have to crash out.
No. See, but crashing out is lame, don't you think? Why you gotta crash out, Nidish?
That's crazy. You said you have to crash out.
Listen, I mean, respectfully, you have to. You don't have no other choice other than to do that. No, you cannot.
So crashing out cool?
You can't. It's not.
That's
kind of It kind of is for us.
That's crazy. Crashing out is cool. That's wild. I don't agree with that.
This is where I agree with Gabe. Like crashing out is cool. That's crazy.
Nah. Crashing out over what though? Like, I don't even see what.
Let a man slap you publicly.
But do you think that it should have resulted in like a back? Like, do you think they should have like just been fighting? They're fighting on that stage.
Not necessarily fighting, but after he slapped Chris and he turned around and walked away, Chris should have kicked him in the back at least.
Okay. It's gonna be a scrap then. They're gonna be scrapping on the stage.
Then we got to scrap. I can't just stand still like I didn't just get slapped.
All right. Well, I guess Chris Rock not cool because he didn't crash out on the public stage. Ruin all future opportunities for himself. Ruin all types of endorsements.
All opportunities for himself. Anybody
he would be restricted. Don't you think he would have been restricted?
No, anybody looking at would have understood.
Hey man, you remember what Chris Rock said at the end of this comedy, man? Because you know what he said. You know the reason why I didn't hit Will Smith back, because my mom and dad raised me not to fight in front of white folks. You know what I'm saying? My mama raised me not to fight in front of white folks.
Right.
And he was on an international platform where he couldn't fight back, the Oscars.
Respectfully.
So he had to be cool. Respectfully, yeah.
I'm gonna ask everybody this in the chat. And I'm gonna say what my answer is. Would you take a slap for $100 million? I'm gonna tell you right now. Everybody on this panel, I will let you slap me twice if I would get $100 million at the end.
I'll take a slap.
$100 million though.
It's $100 million, bro. That's
the Netflix deal, right?
I mean,
wasn't that what it was?
Shoot.
Did he know that he was going to get that though?
No. I'm not. I'm saying, well, I've said it under my condition. I don't think he knew that Will Smith was going to walk up there and slap him like that. But I mean,
I think he was more shocked than anything else, though, right, Kev? It didn't seem like he really knew how to process that.
Yeah, I mean,
come on.
Yeah,
because the thing about it, when Chris Rock made that joke, Will Smith was laughing at first.
Yeah, then his wife.
Because it was a G.I. Jane joke.
Yeah, like we all know that. But the thing is, like, if he's getting 100 M's off of that, like, even like 1 mil is gonna be like an extreme amount. Like, if you really wanted to like handle that, like, you could have handled that for a small amount of money.
I mean, even as Will Smith was walking up, he didn't even recognize, like, he thought it was some gag or something, like they're about to improv or something, and he really didn't know really what was going on until after the smack, and he's like, all right.
Well, like what?
So it's like, I don't know. I don't think that makes him a lame or a dork or a geek or a nerd because of that.
Well, like
you don't know if getting slapped and just standing there makes you a geek or a nerd.
Bro,
come on, man. It's not. This ain't the streets. They weren't in the streets. They are on the largest stage.
There are other names.
We're not talking about the streets. I'm not talking. Nothing I'm saying here has anything to do with the streets. What I'm saying,
on the streets, if you got smacked, that would be, and you ain't do nothing about it, you would be considered a geek, a lame, or a nerd. But
let's take it away from the street, because that's saying something else. A part of Maslow's law, right, is security, right?
Sure.
To be fair, like you said, that he has to crash out for that.
Yes, I'm talking about Maslow's law, though. It's a hierarchy, right? It's a pyramid. A part of that is security, and part of that security is about securing yourself, right? Securing resources.
You're talking about securing resources, but like if he made 100 M's off of that shit, like
he didn't know that was going to happen.
Like, he didn't know that was going to happen, but I mean, after the fact, if he really wanted to retaliate, he could have for less than $1 million.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and check off, man. I gotta get right ahead to the job, man. I just check in with y'all right quick.
Word.
All right, man. Peace out.
Thanks for coming through.
Peace out, bro.
Yeah, man. All right, peace out.
Peace out. I still don't think that situation makes Chris Rock a nerd or a lame or a geek because he didn't respond with Crash Out on that stage.
You know what, though? But you know what, though? I think that there would be other names for that, like I don't know, coward, wimp, wuss. I mean, no. I mean, I'm just saying it's like I would think people would call him that as opposed to a geek or a nerd or anything, because I mean, nerd usually means you're smart, you know.
Sure.
Wuss, like that means that you didn't do shit. You should have did something about it. I'd have kicked that motherfucker ass. All this shit, man.
See, but I think that Dave Chappelle made a really good segment, right? That when keeping it real goes wrong, right?
Exactly.
Like people do things that they would do in different environments, and it don't fit in corporate environments or certain different environments.
That's different, though, Gabe. That's
no, it's not. It's absolutely applicable, because just like you were saying, he had to crash out. That would have
somebody slapped him. If you're in a corporate situation and somebody's saying something you don't agree with, then you just accept that. That's different than somebody walking up to you slowly, slapping you, and then turning their back to you and walking off.
Let me tell you the corporate expectation to something like that is to de-escalate. You don't de-escalate by by escalating even further. So when keeping it real goes wrong, if you crash out and fight in a corporate environment, y'all both out of there. But if you were seen as the de-escalator,
have you watched that skit? When keeping it real goes wrong.
It's been. What you mean skip? It was a series. It was like 2 or 3 or 4 different ones.
Did you watch them? None of them had anything to do with somebody.
I just brought it up. Yeah, it did.
But
the first one did.
The first one, yeah, it did. Like where he got his ass kicked in the club by a dude and his girlfriend who he came.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe I forgot that one. There's no way somebody can put their hands on you.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like I'm saying, that does not apply in all settings, and I don't think it applied in the Chris Rock setting.
What settings is it applicable and okay for somebody to
the
put
streets,
their hands
on you? Black culture.
Like Nightis, you gotta understand. Like this was like at the fucking Oscars. This was like on the world stage. Like crashing out there, like would have been the dumbest thing you could ever do.
Well, and then plus it was the biggest night of Will Smith's life, and then he ended up getting suspended from the Academy. I mean,
I would like to stay right here and have this conversation.
Look at the repercussions. Who suffered there? Chris Rock didn't suffer.
I would like to stay right here and have this conversation. There was an Oscars where Jada Pinkett wanted to protest because Will didn't get nominated, and Chris Rock hosted that one, right?
Yeah,
I don't know if he hosted, but
those 3 people, Jada, Chris, and Will, have a relationship.
Okay.
That Oscar where he didn't get nominated, Chris Rock brought up his name. He had always brought up his name. They had a relate.
Well, Nightis, just think about what you're saying, right?
Let him finish it out.
Let him finish, man. Let him finish, and then I'm going after Nightis. Okay. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Nightis.
Since they had a relationship, he mentioned him during that, and you were going from there.
Yeah. My thing is this. Those people had a relationship, and even that night, Will Smith laughed at it. Then he looked over at her. She made some kind of face, and since he was dominated by that woman, he felt he was obligated to go up there and slap that man. Mm-hmm. And since he felt obligated, let me acquiesce. When you turn your back to me, since you bigger than me, I got to kick you in your back as you walk off.
Yeah. Here's what happened with that. Here's what happened to that Oscars that Jada protested. It was like he said that Jada being invited to the Oscars is like him being invited to Rihanna's panties or something to that effect.
That's the words verbatim. That's what he said. Yes.
Yeah. And there might have still been some tension over that, so when he said that sent, and Will, you got to understand about Will by then had been humiliated by his wife quite a few times, and he was just coming off the heels of that August Alsina thing.
Yeah, it was a lot going on.
Yeah.
So instead of slapping August Alsina, he slapped Chris Rock. I get it.
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to
people release frustrations in different ways. Yeah.
And that whole G.I. Jane joke, even though
was very innocent.
Yeah, even though I didn't see it as serious, but who knows what was going on inside Will Smith's head.
And just like I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm good. I'm done.
No, I'm saying just like you mentioned, Nightis, they have a personal relationship. It's relationship deeper than just on screen or on television. So it might have, I don't know, it might have had some other deeper implications to it. My point is that, and I think that that's actually some commentary on the Black community. A lot of times we feel like we can act the same way that we act at the cookout, is the same way we're going to act in the corporate environment, is the same way we're going to act on stage giving a performance, is the same way we're going to act at the award show. We really feel like the way that we are needs to be in every setting and environment. And I think that's a lot of times has been a downfall. A lot of us, we think we need to be blackity black everywhere.
Is there a Bad Boys coming out now?
Yeah, that's next week.
Yeah, there is.
Right.
Yeah.
So let me understand this, because I'm respectfully gay bay. So we'll get to act like a nigga and still make a movie. and Chris just got to take and Chris just got to take the blow.
No, apparently, and Untitled said it in the chat. It looks like there was a lawsuit that was settled for $50 million. So he doesn't get to act like that.
Didn't get to act like a nigga on Oscar night.
Without repercussions.
No, what I'm saying, he didn't get to act like a nigga on Oscar night. And his son called in and said, "Yeah, that's how the Smiths do it." And then he went to the after party and did a little 1-step, 2-step.
We are all able to do whatever we feel like doing, but it does not mean that we won't have repercussions for our actions. He's been banned from the award show. He's been banned from the Academy. He had to settle on a $50 million lawsuit and had to suffer this public humiliation. Like, I don't think that he went away unscathed. And he lost roles.
Yeah.
I think if Chris would have kicked him in the back, Chris would have still got the special, would have still got the lawsuit. Still got, I do.
He
wouldn't. There's no way that people would have felt that somehow Chris Rock was out of pocket for defending himself.
It would have weakened his case to be able to receive this settlement. Yes, it would have. Yes, it would have.
Why?
Because the courts don't say whoever hit whoever first is the person who gets awarded. It's about it's more than that. Just because Will Smith hit him first does not mean he would have received that settlement.
Courts do recognize when somebody sees red.
Well, night
right.
Like it would have been seen as like two niggas fighting on the global stage.
No, it'd have been seen as one nigga did some nigga shit, and the little guy was like, "I just don't want to accept this," and defended himself. And
it goes back to elementary school. Who he hit me first type of thing.
Elementary school. A lot of times men walk into rooms and see their wife getting their back blown out and do something wild and get to court and they say, "We can understand."
That's a crime.
A lot of times, I don't know about that.
That's a crime of passion right there.
Hey, I learned that.
Slap me, that's a crime of passion too. I had no intention of doing anything, but when I got slapped, I just didn't know what to do, so I kicked him in the back when he turned his back to me.
Well, Night, I don't know about
now this is ready to scrap.
Yeah, like you were talking about a dude watching his wife getting her back blown out. I don't think that's very common.
Well,
I don't think getting slapped on an Oscar stage is very common either.
Nah, I do think that Chris Rock positioned himself well to be able to rebound from that.
I would agree with you.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
If he fought him, that would have been a bad look for black people.
I thought the conversation was about dorks and geeks and nerds and incels and getting your underwear pulled over your head and pushed in the locker.
It is. I think so.
Man, I remember. Yeah, speaking of that crime of passion, I know this is kind of off topic, but I mean, this is my live stream. Who remember that movie, The Walking Dead? I'm not talking about the zombie television show, but it was about these three black men and this white dude that went to Vietnam, and they all told the stories of how they got there. And Joe Morton, he was a preacher, but he went home like early, and he discovered his wife getting hit from the back by an old dude, so he went and got the gun and just bam, bam.
I didn't see that movie, but I know Joe Morton. He got that big mole on his face. But I don't know that movie.
Yeah, he played the guy that invented Skynet on Terminator 2.
Yes.
Yeah. But I mean, that's where I learned about crime of passion from. So I mean, not that if I walked in and my wife was getting her back blown out, I'd probably
that's a little crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy as fuck.
That is wild. If she making sounds she never made with you.
Why are you trying to?
I think mine went in different. I probably walk out I probably walk out the house like Thurgood on Half Baked, talking about some free. Like, nah, I'm just playing. I don't know what the fuck I do, but say I remember a scene in Boogie Nights. That's what scene in Boogie Nights?
Yes, that was what is that white boy name?
What are you talking about, Mark Wahlberg?
No. The guy from Fargo. What's his name?
William H. Macy.
William H. Macy. Yeah, that's what you're talking about from Boogie Nights, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was hardcore for me. The way he just stared at that and I forget her name. What's her name? Janice? Janice, what are you doing? And he was crying. Oh man, that's burned into my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. So it kind of sounds like you're coming from a biased.
It's still the same scene. Somebody blowing your wife back out, and she's making sounds with him she never made with you.
Oh God.
And you just sitting there crying, looking at it.
Well, I have to ask, Nice, has this ever happened to you before?
Never in life.
All right.
But if it did happen to me, I'm not gonna do what Chris Rock did because I don't think I'm gonna get no millions.
You probably get arrested or something. I mean,
That's
unless you
damn sure.
Well, I mean, or you can go with that little crime of passion thing, and hopefully that'll work. But
I'm gonna hope that it does work.
Yeah. It said Boogie Nights was about a young boy who got into the porn industry. Yeah, Dirk Diggler. Yeah, we know. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, man. But it's been 2 hours, 15 minutes. Yeah, we can go. We can let this go a little bit longer. But I mean, I guess all points that could be made have been made. You know, it's something that, like I said, it's something I don't like. I don't like shunning the intelligentsia of our community. I don't, whether you want to call them a dork or a geek or not. I mean, I think it's pretty stupid at this point, that we don't give ourselves a winning strategy when it comes to all black men, actually. I mean, the criminals, the vagrants, you leave them niggas outside. You leave them niggas outside. But, somebody who ain't, someone who is minding their own business, man, and, maybe somewhat productive to whatever our causes and whatever we want to get accomplished in this community, I think it's a bad idea to push these kinds of narratives on them. Now, if you just want to be like, look, you can't get no hoes, then I mean, like, come on, guys. Like, is that the end all be all? Like, just getting more bitches? I mean, shit. That's what
it is not.
Like. Yeah.
And I think the so-called dorks and geeks and nerds should get the best of the women because they're gonna make the best of the children. It's gonna progress us as a whole.
But I think that we're headed toward the idiocracy of the things keep going the way they do.
I agree with you.
Yeah, Nick Taylor, what's good? He said, I remember that scene. Photographer married a porn star, and that was constantly getting her cat blew up when he saw she say he was embarrassing her. Oh, okay.
When William H. Macy saw her getting banged and she was moaning and groaning, she looked at him and said, "Get out of here, you're embarrassing."
Kev, like actually, like to the point that I was making earlier, from a different perspective, like any dude that has any sense, even if you're like into some other shit, like it makes the most sense that you would want like the most educated people that will help you make it to another level, right? Instead of like ostracizing them. And even me personally, like I would actually defend like the fucking nerds and geeks and that kind of shit, right? Because I don't know how it is wherever everybody else is, but where I'm from, we like they prey on the strong, not the weak.
They prey on the strong. What?
Yeah, they prey on the strong.
Never heard of that before.
Like, yeah, it's like they prey on the strong because the strong like has the most going for them, right? So it's just like, why are you gonna bully a fucking dude that's weaker than you?
Because the society we live in, that's what people do. They look for they pick and choose. They don't want to go up against anything strong.
I mean, it's almost like a natural thing, right? The weak gets eaten, the strong prevails. So I don't know how that dynamic is different where you are.
Like it was a bit different for me growing up. It was just like basically preying on strong because strong, like So I'm trying to like make it like abstract as much as I can, but basically like the strong, you know, they got the most money and fucking all that kind of shit, and preying on weak people like that doesn't make any fucking sense. Especially like
yes, it does. Low hanging fruit.
Yeah, but that's
easy.
That's for weak people to do that kind of shit.
No, it's not. That's literally what bullies do. Bullies don't prey on other bullies. Bullies prey on people who are not bullies.
Well, maybe I was raised different, but I preyed on other bullies.
Come on, man. You was never a bully. Stop it, Andre. You was never a bully.
I don't think anyone should prey on anybody. I mean,
but I'm saying that bullies typically prey on the weak. Like that's just the natural. I mean, that's just what it is. I don't know why. This is. I don't know.
Well,
all right, I ain't gonna harp on it.
Well, bullies have a weak undertone anyway, because once the person learns how to stand up for themselves, they'll find out how weak the bully really is.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, go ahead, Dre.
Well, in my case, and people around me, it was more like a steel sharpened steel kind of scenario, right? So, yeah, like going after weak people doesn't do anything for you, but the strong, like that kind of tells you where you're really at.
No, it does do something. It helps you build momentum. I mean, life is literally a competition. You're always competing with somebody for something. Whether grades, whether jobs, whether positions, whether women, like in every single aspect of life, it's literally some level of competition. And when you keep getting wins, you're literally winning against people who are quote unquote below you. So you build that momentum and you build confidence and you get to the top of the mountain. I mean,
well, like I said, maybe I was
raised useful.
Maybe I was raised different because like when I see like weaker dudes getting bullied, like I would always like step in and be like, "Yo, bro, like you got a problem with them, like you got to step to me," type shit.
There are people that are like that. I would agree with that. They're very rare.
Yeah, because a lot of them, well, I don't know what the environment, but in Detroit, they're not alive. they jumping in. I knew it's not a funny thing, but I had somebody I grew up with whose sister was dealing with an infamous, drug dealer in the city. And that infamous drug dealer was abusing his sister. So him and his father, they went over to the dude's house in an attempt to fight him. This dude wasn't trying to fight. He met them at the door with shotgun shells. And both of them have passed. This is probably 20 years ago or something, 15, 20 years ago.
Like that not too long ago where the girl called her two brothers and they ran over into the house and they recorded that. As soon as they ran in their front door, they both got popped.
That was that. That was that. And that's what typically happens with people doing stuff like that.
Like the mistake they made was showing up trying to fight.
No, the mistake they made was showing up at all to that infamous drug dealer. I mean, what was they going to do? They was going to kill him? And then what? They was going to, unalive him? And then what? His cronies going after him. I mean, we got to pick our fights.
Yeah, like exactly. You got to pick your fights and no comment. I'm not going to say anything more on that.
I mean, shoot. I'm just saying it's just best bet would have probably been to get the daughter away from that guy. That would have probably been the best bet, knowing the track record. I mean, it get real dark really fast, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. And usually that's what it is. It's not so much the individual, it's the individual plus their friends. Listen, you get him out the way, then you got to deal with the rest of them.
Oh yeah, because they knew he was coming. Because they got lookouts. They going up to a trap house to try to fight. All right, it's crazy. I mean, yeah. You're defending an honor of somebody else and you step in between them in life.
But I think that was Kev that said the dorks and the geeks and the nerds and the incels are the best amongst us, and they're the one that's going to propel life forward because they will be the ones who will know how to deal with situations, while the tough guys and whatever else will be a tough guy until they get too old, and then they're gonna have to turn around and do the things that the geeks and the nerds and whatever else did earlier. They will be their bosses.
See, but let me tell you where my biggest issue with this is that there is it's way too analog. Why do you have to be in one category or the other category? I think most men are somewhere on that spectrum of things. Like, you don't become like the top of a tech organization by just being like some mild-mannered, mousy geek or nerd. No, you have to have some level of confidence. You have to be able to communicate your ideas. You have to be able to influence and engage internal and external stakeholders. You have to, in some way, create impact within the organization. Like, you're not just this computer person. You, in some way, need to be able to have people skills and social skills.
Yeah, soft skills.
So I think
soft skills are very important.
Absolutely. So, so to the point, I don't think that it's just one or the other. I think that the description is way too analog. People are quick to put you in one category. They don't recognize that. Some are crazy. I don't know if you've seen the last Raising Kanan with Ronnie. He ain't had no soft skills.
Yeah,
zero soft skills.
Ronnie was on that. He was on that bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so, but he was definitely a gangster. He was He ain't talk. He barely could. I don't know how he got the woman. I mean, look, he ain't had no soft skills whatsoever.
He got the woman because she was into the dark triad.
Hey, she was uncommon.
No,
she's
kind of common. They like narcissist. They like a Machiavellianist. They like a sociopath. A psycho.
Okay.
Well, speaking of
all them was definitely Ronnie. But go ahead.
Because like talking about like corporations and stuff, like I don't know, like you could correct me if I'm wrong, but it has been said that like the CEOs of like corporations, typically they can be considered to be sociopaths.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Because they don't give a fuck about shit.
No,
exactly.
It's about the numbers, the results, the impact, the stakeholders, the stock. That's what you're looking at. And a lot of times CEOs have some level of compensation. Like, so a lot of times they're not hired into organizations. They're almost contracted in for a certain period of time. And if they meet their key performance indicators, they get their money. So they trying to hit their KPIs. They trying to hit their goals and their targets so they can get what they need to get. And a lot of times they go to other organizations to become CEOs or CFOs or COOs. So they really are about themselves. Yeah. Absolutely, you gotta be. It's business. It's business world. Is if you're not coming in with a little bit of darkness, you're gonna get swallowed up.
Yeah.
No goodie.
How do you think they get there though?
People, other people, your network.
If you was a dork and a geek and you went through all of that and people shamed you and do all this stuff, your mind, you was thinking the whole time, when I get the money, when I get this together. And you streamline focus on coming up, being a man, and then you get there and you'll have no time for games.
I think people who are like pure dorks and geeks, they a lot of times don't look to move up the corporate ladder. They're not looking to be leaders and managers and supervisors. They're a lot of times forced into those positions because of their specialties or their expertise, but they're not looking to moving up. A lot of times, those who are pure, like they're really within that category.
But even if they're forced to be there, they're amongst those people, right? And they're not normal. They're not regular.
Well, like
then those are the people at them Diddy parties.
Well, like
I don't know about that.
Like what Gabe said, like most of the people that I know that are in tech, they're not like high level tech dudes, even though they know a lot of shit, and I've witnessed them do a lot of shit, and they're capable of going up further. They just don't want to.
Most don't. Most do not want to move up the corporate ladder. Most just want to stay they want to stay a senior lead or something, or some type of lead architect. They want to stay right there because they really don't want more responsibility. They want to just ride that wave of get their bonuses and do whatever they got to do. They don't want to. They're not really tech CEOs or tech startup folk. So That's where those soft skills come in, and being able to communicate those messages to a wider audience.
Like,
where I don't think that those are geeks or dorks or nerds. They are business people.
Gabe, I've seen this one dude that's in tech, and like, I'm not sure what field in tech he's in, but like, he had like multiple fucking devices, and he was able to I don't really want to say too much over open air, but basically he was able to influence like votes. Like he had like a farm, and yeah, it's running like 24 hours that can influence votes, and like elections during elections, or you talk about votes in some other capacity? Elections, yes. And this includes people that are deceased. Yeah,
that's interesting.
Yeah, he's like a high level tech dude, and this dude, like he could be a lot more if he wanted to be, but he was just like, I'm happy where I'm at. But he doesn't like the current policies, so he was focusing on that.
Yeah, that's illegal. But yeah.
It
very illegal. Yeah, it's like treason. Like they probably put you. It might torture you to see if you were affiliated with somebody else. That's some crazy stuff.
Like, yeah.
Borderline terrorist.
I never believed him if I didn't see it myself, but I've seen it. And I'm like, yeah, like this dude. Well, I also seen him do some other shit. But
do you think he was at any of them Diddy parties?
I don't know. Those Diddy parties are celebrities, man. What you mean? Not his.
Well, Diddy in a whole lot of trouble now.
TD Jakes was at the parties. TD Jakes is not a celebrity.
Diddy cook. I think that's the end of him.
Oh yeah, it's over for him right now.
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on now? Because I heard something else came out.
What was the video? I think there's been another lawsuit. I mean, I think he's losing endorsement deals. There's the federal. Oh, I think the FBI is looking to bring those charges up. They're looking to bring it to court. I think that's the newest thing. So,
and I think at some point there they're gonna say the Keefy D Tupac thing too.
That's what they saying too, ain't it? I've been hearing that too. They've been trying to they putting bodies on Diddy.
Yeah,
no Diddy.
Some people that he had an alcohol deal with.
Listen,
that's when all of a sudden Cassie came out. Now everything else has been like snowball effect.
I think he low key crossed the wrong person.
Yes.
That's higher than him, yes. And then all of a sudden, boom, he just crossed the wrong. Something happened. Because this don't just happen overnight, right? This stuff develops over time.
Yeah. I always had this thing like when really rich guys get taken down, I'd be saying he must have made his handlers mad,
Something,
the guys who signed his checks,
Yeah.
And the name that's in his paperwork that they barely talk about is that guy that owns, I think it's called UMG Music Group. His name is Lucian Grange.
He doesn't have a good relationship with him or something?
I don't know. He just is like the boogeyman. You barely hear his name, but when you hear his name, you don't hear his name.
Listen.
Apparently, that videotape was past the statute of limitations as well. So,
but it did his damage, though, right? I mean, I feel like
criminally they can't do nothing to him, but civilly they can.
Absolutely,
it's beyond a reasonable doubt, but civilly it's a preponderance of evidence. So civilly, but Cassie's not going to go after because she already got her money.
Well, civilly it could still do damage to him, but I think that the purpose of them releasing that was to add to his potential RICO case that's most likely going to happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the flood.
Another one down. Another one bites the dust. Because it starts off socially, doesn't it? Like with Bill Cosby, started off as a joke. Hannibal Burrs, or whatever his name is. Yeah. With R. Kelly. I mean, it's been a joke for R. Kelly, but it just built over time. Even, borderline Michael Jackson. Started off as some little stuff here and there, and jokes.
And you see a man saying, "I never hog tied nobody." You're killing me.
See, oh man.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Hey man, I heard this rumor that Hannibal Buress walked in on Bill Cosby fucking his mother or some shit like that.
Oh my gosh. Come on.
No, I for real heard this, man. I mean, you can't believe everything you hear on the internet, though.
See, but even look at the Will Smith stuff. Like that kind of got real quiet.
Does Hannibal Buress' mother look like Hannibal Buress?
Oh shoot, man!
I don't know.
Like I wouldn't trust Hannibal Buress. Like I fuck with him, but like he got that dry humor, so you never know.
He sucks as a comedian.
Nah, he's not good at all.
No,
I don't think he's good.
I fuck with Hannibal.
Yeah,
I don't think he's good at all. He's kind of good. I don't know.
Hannibal is one of those nerd comedians. Like,
what makes him a nerd?
Well, like he's wearing his glasses, and like he was doing a skit one time, and he was just like, "I don't even need this shit," and he just threw his fucking glasses, and he pulled out another pair. He's like, "You see, I don't even need this shit."
What's the light dude that be with him? Some Andre. He wears glasses too.
Wait, they weird. No. That's a weird combo. You talking about that show that they do? It's a show that they do.
I don't know his name, but yeah,
just
those are nerds.
Talk about light skinned dude. That kind of wears hair crazy.
Is his name Eric Andre?
Yeah, Eric
I'm
Andre.
like that.
Yeah. He got two
that
first names.
Definitely a nerd.
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely.
Like,
I don't think
I
Eric
like
Andre
Hannibal. I like Hannibal because Hannibal's like he's like the slow cook type shit, you know.
I agree with the slow part.
Them guys are. I can't get with it. I don't know. I'm just not high.
Yeah, me. I'm in the Chappelle, Burr, O'Neal, Paul Mooney, T.K. Kirkland, Corey Holcomb, but not Burr so much.
Yeah. Who y'all think is the next domino or the next person to fall, man? I think that he's
gonna be.
I ain't gonna lie. I think Drake, man. These Ito claims.
It's over for him.
I don't think he's done career wise, but I just think these allegations they have legs, man. These allegations get legs.
I don't think
never battle a cool nerd dude. Now talking about nerds, even though Kendrick is from the hood and gang affiliated and whatever else, he nerded that man. You know what this remind me of when Kanye went up against 50?
Mm-hmm.
Kanye won that.
Hey, like,
I just don't like.
Like if you're gonna force the Drake fucking Kendrick conversation, like they're both fucking nerds. Neither one of them are fucking hood. Stop this shit.
Well,
I'm just thinking about the. I'm just.
Good, but he doesn't, glorify it. And the other one is just not culturally aware, and that's how he lost.
I'm just thinking about the allegations, not so much of the battle. Like the allegations, the Ito allegations.
Yeah. The PDF files.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like I think that those have a tendency to grow legs and to kind of influence socially.
Right now, him on stage with a 17-year-old, he asks her how old she is, and he turns around and says, "But you're so thick." And he walks away from her, then he walks back to her, kisses her on both hands, then kisses her in the mouth and say, "Don't worry, I'll be waiting."
But even she came out with a statement that said it was nothing. It was nothing more. It was nothing that came out from that.
A picture says 1,000 words. What about him with the girl from and then he had a show called Euphoria, and the show is about young kids being, active.
Does that make him where
he doesn't?
Where are they?
It's all
so because he produced a show.
So Nightish, what about Whitney?
Boys.
Like how's Whitney's face looking right now?
Boy, how about Clueless? Nidus, do you remember Clueless? That displayed a lot of teenage sexuality.
I do, but was
is the producer of that under fire?
The producer of Clueless?
Huh?
Was Kendrick the executive producer of Clueless?
No, but I'm saying, like, does the executive, just because somebody makes
Euphoria,
just because somebody's the executive producer
if
of
somebody
a show, wait, just because somebody's an executive producer, let me get it out. Just because somebody's an executive producer of a show that displays some realities of teenage sexuality does not mean that they are.
Now you got it.
No. What you mean now I got it? I said I'm disagreeing with you. I'm saying just because they're
disagreeing with me.
Huh?
You think you disagreeing with me?
How do I think I'm disagreeing? No, I am. I'm definitely disagreeing with you.
Yeah. Drake is the executive producer of a show about young kids freaking off. Then he's on a concert stage.
That's not the whole show. You wow. That's not the whole show.
Then he has all kind of DMs with minors. Then he's with moms with little girls. Then he waited till some girls turn 18 so he can date them.
You are the target. Listen, you are the target audience for the ones that will run with narratives about people that are unproven. He has no charges under him. He has nothing. Like it's nothing but speculation at this point.
I appreciate you. You know what's going to be going on this summer, sir?
What's that?
A lot of people yelling freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside. And
no. Watch. Listen, let me tell you, Nidus. Every summer it's the same. Drake has been giving y'all fire. Has been giving the world fire every single summer. It's gonna get swallowed up. It's gonna get swallowed up by some great music.
Jakes, we're not talking about being swallowed. What I'm saying is that this summer is gonna be all about OVO ho.
No, it's not. That's it's
bullshit. That's a fashion.
Listen, all that needs to happen is a new jam come out, and that's it.
What we waiting for? It's June.
It ain't summer yet.
It is June 1st, sir. And right now, the only thing playing is a bunch of people crip walking to Not Like Us.
Crip walking. Don't nobody crip walking except for in the West. Are you from the West?
Listen, they crip walking Toronto right now, sir, to that song.
Oh, no.
Yo, bro. Like, no. I got to stop you there. I'm from Toronto. They're not crip walking out there. Stop the shit.
Well, if they're not crip walking, they going to that Chinese food place ordering that dish that Kendrick talked about.
That doesn't mean a damn thing.
What does that mean?
What are you talking about, bro?
They making a whole lot of money because of Kendrick.
No, Kendrick making a whole lot of money because of Drake. Kendrick pop out every 3, 4, 5 years with some music that nobody really asks for, and he ain't really pop like that until this most recent stuff when he mentioned Drake.
Gabe, I can appreciate what you're saying. Drake brought him back. If you don't remember, the song Euphoria began with Teddy Pendergrass. You're my latest. You're my greatest inspiration. That's the song.
Let me tell you what's gonna happen. It's gonna be another 5 years until y'all hear anything else from Kendrick, and y'all gonna be like, "Where he at? Where he at?" Y'all gonna stay waiting for some music from him because he don't really care about his core audience. He don't provide music for y'all consistently.
Gabe, I didn't know you was delusional, but you're delusional.
You're the one that's delusional,
Nidus, are you banging Mr. Morale right now?
But now I see.
Are you banging Mr. Morale right now? Are you banging Mr. Morale? Are you banging that?
Not Like Us right now. I get to Mr.
No. I'm talking before that. I'm talking before Drake let him eat off his name. What about Mr. Morale? Are you banging that?
What about Mr. Morale?
I'm saying because that was Kendrick's last project, wasn't it? Or that Baby Keem stuff.
Yeah, that's a knocker, ain't it? It's slam.
But that was Baby Keem's project. That wasn't Kendrick's.
Was Kendrick on it?
He rode that wave too. Sure. He rode that wave too.
Exactly. What does Drake do? He's the king of riding waves, right?
No,
Drake, all the underground rappers.
No, he starts a wave.
Instagram. Yeah.
He started the wave. What you mean?
Yeah. Right. He got XS Tentacion up out of here after he sold his flow. That's
Oh
a
my
wicked
god.
man.
Oh, you one of them. You one of them conspirators. You one of the Drizzy conspirators. I got you. You think he off the XXX
Mhm.
You think that was him? All right. I know where you stand.
Thank
And on that note, I gotta drop down, man. It's late. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Black man, being
I just want to be out of there.
All right.
Gabe Bay
Gabe.
finally
Peace
admitted
out, peace
that
out.
Kendrick
Peace out.
Lamar is a god in these rap wars.
Well, listen, that guy don't show up very often. Okay.
Yeah, Kendrick is not a god.
You
Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
I got an absentee God. He don't listen to y'all prayers or nothing. All right, peace out.
All right, peace out, man. I see Night is dropped down too. Thanks for coming through, my brother. All right, Andre, go ahead and get your final statement in because I'm about to cap this off.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I didn't think I would agree with Gabe, but Gabe was making some good points at the end of the stream.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. All right, man. All right, guys. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in. And I know that maybe a couple of you are wondering what's going on in this background. That's called a reface. I use a reface to create a couple of GIFs. So yeah, that's like, damn, that's an old ass looking kid. Yeah, that's my face. So yeah, man, it's pretty good conversation tonight. Like I said, I thought that I got all the points across I needed to point across, and really, it was like I wanted the guys that think they're so fucking cool to show up and tell me what's what. And maybe that'll happen tomorrow night. Maybe I will hear it in some type of reaction that the echo chamber guys are gonna do. But we're gonna talk about that fucking echo chamber on tonight's smoke show. So thank you all for coming through. You have been great, audience members. Gabe, oh shit, 50. All right, good. Thank you very, very much, man. Oh, so it's like there's $100 left, man. $100 left. So thank you for that, man. Appreciate that shit, man. Seriously. So he says salute yourself. But anyway, let me go and update this real quick. Oh shit, I gotta give Gabe some videos and stuff. Hold on one second. Let's see. Let me put that back up there. Super chat. Let me go ahead and give you let's see. In spirit of the upcoming smoke show, I'll go ahead and give you half baked.
Because I'm addicted to marijuana.
Hell no. You ain't here for some marijuana? Man, this is some bullshit.
Oh yeah. Also, let me go ahead and end it with Wacky D. All right. Thank you very much, man, for the contribution. Really appreciate it. All right. So yeah, man. Let me tell y'all something. Between you cool niggas and the dork, I would probably rather hang out with the dork because he is the guy that's least likely to try to lift my PlayStation out my house when I'm gone one day. And that actually happened about 10 years ago. I was burglarized by a group of these so-called cool guys that I trusted. One of them actually grew up in the same church I did. And motherfucker stole a what was it? Was it PlayStation 2 or 3? It was 3 at the time. It was PlayStation 3 at the time. I mean, but since I was such a hard worker and I worked for mine, I was able to replace everything that I had stole. Not that I have stole, that was stolen from me. So so not that I resent cool guys because I was burglarized one time or anything like that. It's just that I would know more so who to trust if I could, place a bet on either one of the archetypes that I was displaying tonight. And I mean, like, it's just not limited to these two archetypes right here. There are plenty of conflicts as far as archetypes in the black community. And the nerd, the so-called lame versus the so-called cool guy is just one of them. I mean, I didn't want this to come down to the Pookie versus the educated lame conversation that has been had over and over again in this space. But I think that I did enough to differentiate what I was talking about. And this is no kind of resentment for the lame or the geek because he's not doing good with women or whatever, or people who supposedly believe that he's not doing good with women. But I mean, but for some of you niggas, that's all it boils down to. You know, how much pussy you can get, how many hoes you can get pregnant. You know, it's just always sex, sex, sex. Sex is the measuring stick. You know what I'm saying? And it's just at the end of the day, for me, it's just kind of stupid. I think that we want to keep the smarter guys, and I mean the cool guys too, because I'm welcoming of any motherfucker that's not gonna just become completely stupid. Because you know the cool guy can be smart too. I mean, shit, you don't totally count those guys out. There's a certain archetype of cool guys that are just annoying as fuck to me, and they're not real cool to me anyway. And I could give a fuck how they feel about me. So, all right. So just be here for tomorrow night's smoke show. Well, tonight's smoke show. And we're gonna clear up this echo chamber crap because that is something that as far as this channel is concerned, I never wanted it to be that way. I like dynamic differences of opinion. And if you can hang, you can hang. But if you can't, then I'll get more into that on the smoke show. So everybody watching and everybody in the replay game, be there. I would definitely appreciate it. And I will update the bottom scroll ticker as the outro is playing, which is the fucking intro. So anyway, that is it for me. Truism, what's good, man? Old Truism, the Storm Crow. What's going on, man? Yeah, over there messing with nibbles. So anyway, that's it for me. Long live the habitual line steppers and Kev we trust. Black man, whether you are a dork, a lame, a geek, a nerd, someone who's considered an incel or a cool guy, don't give up, man. Win. Just win. And peace out.